Hi, everybody. How you doing? It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here. Welcome to Tuesday, October the 19th, 2021. Another day in paradise. It's your buddy Uncle. It's nice to see you here. I'm glad you could join me. Just I'm just chortling away here on a couple of things, and I'll get to that in a second. But first of all, let's kind of cover what's going on here in the world. SOFI 2104. It went through 21 this morning just by itself. It just pre-market went through 21. Like, oh, yeah, okay, whatever. We're 21. We couldn't hit 21 yesterday for all the tea in China last night. With the last 5 minutes to go in the day, we couldn't break $21. We're all watching it, going, "Is it going to hit 21? Is it?" It wasn't doing it. Yeah, 2104, 2110 already, 2112, or I don't know what. 269,000 traded in the pre-market. It's at 2103. We're going higher. It's just that. It's just that simple. Okay, good. The markets are going higher. The Dow's up 165. S&P is up 21. Nasdaq is up 56 in the pre-market right now. Crude oil up 70 cents to 83.14. There's a backlog of ships in Los Angeles. Oh, no kidding. Apparently, normally at this time of year, normally there would be 17 container ships waiting to unload their goods in Los Angeles and Long Beach. Right now, there's 120 ships in LA waiting to offload. So there's a bit of a backlog there. Yes, but it isn't the port. It isn't just the port. It's more than just the port. It is a combination of factors that go down the line like a domino effect. Just so it's train issues, trucking issues, warehousing issues, and it all comes back down to the economy is running on 7/8 efficiency. And that means that 15% of dock workers are not coming in reliably, 15% of train operators, 15% of truckers, 15% of warehouse personnel, distribution centers, and on and on. It all backs up. It backs up, and the you see a person who's really ill, trying to walk on a walker, and they should be just out there going. You wonder, oh wow, look at that person. What's wrong with that person? Well, it started 2 years ago when they had a bad cough, and it turned out to be this, and it turned out to be that, and it turned out to be that. It was a combination of things that led to this situation. That's what we have. We are looking at the helicopter shots from overhead in Los Angeles with all the container ships in the water. And we go, wow, look at that. We could just get those dock workers to, do their damn jobs. We wouldn't have this problem. That's not it. The problem is national. The problem is international. It's not just a US problem. It's not a Canada problem. It's not a China problem. It is worse than it is global. And it comes down to 7/8 of the economy is working. 1/7 is 1/8 is not. And take a look at who the 1/8 of the economy is. And you'll, lo and behold, take a real good look at it and go, oh, wow, 99% of the 1/8 that aren't here are ill. They're not feeling well. They're all unvaccinated. Wow, what a wow! But hey, there's no connection between COVID and being sick. It's fake news rules. Anyway, 7/8, and we're not going to stop this. We're not going to fix this. We're not going to get over it for quite some while. Okay. Why was I laughing earlier? A couple things going on. I'll cut. I'm going to try to be as gentle as I can. um, I was talking to Jennifer yesterday during the day between shows and stuff, and we were always just going over where we're at and what's happening and what's going on, and blah blah blah. And I was mentioning to her yesterday. I said, it occurred to me at some point yesterday that a year ago, from last year October. Most of you did not know who I was. Those of you who are watching me on this channel had no idea who I was. This channel was only 3 months old or 4 months old because I had created it in June of whatever. So, I was a total unknown. I was known, if I was known at all, I was known for my other channel, Traveling with Bruce. And that channel at that time was over 3 years old. It's now over 4 years old. And we were struggling. A year ago, we were gearing up for the election campaign in the United States. Who wasn't? And I was doing my videos and whatever, and doing live presentations and so on. And my channel numbers were, okay. And the number of ads that were playing on my TWB channel were phenomenal. Just a phenomenal number of ads. And that wasn't surprising because my demographic on that channel is an older demographic than on this channel. And the older demographic was being bombarded with ads by political parties. And I was being told this by my viewers. They're saying, oh, you can't believe how many ads I get for this and for that and these candidates and these candidates. I live in Virginia. I live in Arizona. I live here. I get these ads all the time. And I'm going, well, this is great because that means my channel is generating revenue through YouTube. And that means I'm going to have an okay couple of months. Until I didn't. And a year ago from here, my channel was retroactively, my ad revenue was retroactively seized by YouTube and not paid out to me. And I couldn't understand what was going on. I couldn't figure what was happening. What the hell did I do? I went to the help thing and trying to desperately find out what is going on with my channel. Why am I not getting ad revenue? It went from whatever it was to zero. I mean, zero ads, no payouts, and it went back weeks and weeks. And all of a sudden, I'm going, oh shoot! Next pay period coming up, I'm going to get like $400. And we're not going to be able to pay our bills on time. Like we're gonna have a cash problem. Thankfully, we had other reserves and whatever, but this caused a problem. And at the end of it, when it all came out, never got the money. I lost thousands of dollars in ad revenue. All that political advertising, I got nothing. And I never get it back. I cannot go anywhere to get it. YouTube accused me of being a robot from like Azerbaijan or something like that. I'm sitting in Canada in Creston talking to you guys, or viewers like you, about cruise ships and traveling and whatever, and I'm now being accused by a YouTube artificial intelligence computer algorithm of being a robot. And without any warning, without any discussion, without any appeal, all my money was seized and never given back. And I lost it all. And I had no idea how long it was going to last. I was in the middle of it, and it was just going, and it really screwed things up. That was a year ago, and we were really wondering just what is happening. I'm asking myself, why am I bothering with these guys on YouTube? Why do I bother with this? This is so arbitrary. There's no one to call. There's no 800 number. There's no support system. You're guilty before you even talk to them. Why do I give a crap about these guys? I should do something else. I don't know what, how, where, when, but geez, this is ridiculous. And I mentioned this entire scenario that I'm giving you in 3 minutes. This played out over weeks last year, and I was telling my viewers on my other channel the trouble we were having. And I had just purchased 2 months earlier the computer I'm using right here, this Apple MacBook Pro, at incredible expense because it is a very sophisticated machine. I had to get a new computer because my old one died out. And I had decided to make the leap because I was investing in my channel and investing in my YouTube community. And then YouTube just gave it to me. And I thought, wow, this is great. This is great. I put out all this and I put my financial life on the line and I get screwed over. Haven't forgiven them. In any event, I reached out to my viewers and my viewers were outraged. And some were sending me suggestions. Have you tried this? Have you tried that? But a number of them didn't reach out to me in that way whatsoever. They just sent me donations. They just said, here's $5, here's $10, here's $20, here's $10, here's $15, here's $50, here's $100. to help you through, because you need money right now. Forget about our moral support and how we feel about you. And you are up against it, and it's not right. We support you. Here's some money. That was terrific. Thankfully, my members of that channel, that money did not get seized, thankfully. And the monies that I get paid from you viewers who are members of the premium membership of YouTube, you pay a $10 a month thing not to get commercials and all that. That came in. That still came in, but it was a fraction. It was just a fraction, but it still came in. But the advertising was completely taken away. And then I found out there were tens of thousands of other channels who were all caught up in this thing. I was not picked on by myself. I wasn't the only guy. There were tens of thousands of other channels, and it made the press in certain levels. And I don't know of a single one of us, not a single one of the tens of thousands of YouTubers who were ever compensated for this theft, which it was an out and out theft. Because in reality, YouTube took the money in from the advertisers, advertised the advertising product on our platforms, on our channels, and took the money away from us. I don't know if they kept the money themselves or if they actually did a refund or not, but we were ripped off. And we have never been given any indication that there will ever be a correction made, there was ever an error made, that there was an admission of nothing. So there you go. So that was a year ago. We were just struggling. I was just struggling. And I'd been a YouTuber for 3+ years, working my butt off to build up that channel and start the second channel. And I had nothing except a new computer that I just sunk everything I had into, and asking myself, why am I doing this? What is the point? I'm 65 and I'm killing myself. This is crazy. Then GameStop happened in January of this year. GameStop took off, and this channel had a purpose. All of a sudden, this channel had a reason to exist. It had a reason to be followed, had a reason to be doing what it do. And I had a purpose with this channel to do something where I could talk to you in plain English about the markets. And it began to evolve. This channel has been evolving ever since. And I had no idea a year ago that I would have a ton of members on this channel, that I would have a website, that I would be doing lessons, that I would be doing one-on-one consultations on weekends. None of this was in the future. None of this was even possibly contemplated. I mean, no way that this channel would go from 1,400 subscribers in January or February, December of last year to over 90,000 now. At one point, I think we had 106,000. Never ever thought. And here we are. Here we're a year later, and the channel is still evolving. It's evolving and evolving. Now, the whole reason I bring this up, it was an interesting day yesterday, because I mentioned this to Jennifer yesterday about, wow, have we come a long way in a year? You know, like a year ago, holy crap, have things changed. And here we are now through this, into this pandemic thing, and we've managed to, stabilize our finances and put some money away, and we've sold our house, and I mean, we've changed everything. And here we are now in California till the end of the year, renting this condo, and I'm able to rent a Tesla, give myself a little treat. And it's all paid for and all that good stuff. And it's all thanks to you guys. Although I had to work my butt off to make it happen, but it worked. Thank you. I mentioned that to Jen all during the day yesterday. We talked about this several times. And then last night, just before I turned in, and I go to bed around 8:30, 9 o'clock every night, because I got to get up at 3 in the morning to do my work. I got an email last night. I got an email from a viewer that is from the other channel, the original channel. And that viewer is aware of this channel, and probably watches me from time to time on this channel. I suppose they do. And it was very critical. It was a very critical email, really laced into me. Just, you've changed. Oh, you used to be so nice, and used to be such an honest guy, and used to be, but boy, this nouveau riche of yours, oh, you're a totally different guy now. And I'm not impressed. And I thought to myself, how do I react to this? What do you do? Because, first you're shocked. You're just going, really? I've changed. I'm just as ugly as I was a year ago. What are you talking about? As a matter of fact, speaking of ugly, let's try to make it less ugly. lighten up the face and get off the line, get the lines up. I was just blown away, and then I got angry. I got pissed off, and I thought, who are you to tell me? And I thought, oh, well, wait a minute, now hold on. This is a viewer, and viewers are God. Viewers are everything, and I really listen to my viewers. I listen and I watch and I study my viewers. I constantly look at my analytics, and I'm trying to figure out where's my channel going, who's watching, who's leaving, who's coming in, where are we? And I get emails from you guys all the time. I get private emails from you guys, and I love it. I thank you. You know, keep the hate away, but that'd be fine. And many of you, out of 10 emails, 9 of you tell me how much you enjoy the channel, or you enjoy what I do, or you commend me for working as hard as I'm doing. I've helped you change your life, or all this kind of stuff, which I love that. But this one, and I thought to myself, geez, you just can't. The reality is you can't please everybody. That's it. And no matter how pathetic you are or how successful you are, you're not gonna make everybody happy. And so I was really just wound up about it. And so I responded to the email with a fiery, half a page, and then I deleted it all. So you don't do that. And I wrote a short response, just a short response, and I did not apologize for being who I am and being where I am today versus a year ago. I didn't apologize for that. These are the cards I've been dealt. These are the cards you've been dealt in your homes. We've all been dealt this pandemic thing, which none of us thought was ever going to come our way. We've all dealt with the world in the last year, 2 years, the way we've had to deal with it in our own way to survive. And we know people, or we know of people, that have not survived. They have not survived economically, or they've not survived, like literally they are dead. They have died. We've heard of people who know people who've passed away. It's changed the world. And for the rest of our lives, this will be part of it, and will be always part of our existence as we go forward. There's no getting around it. So I didn't apologize for having to do what I've had to do and trying to survive the way I've survived. Am I lucky that my channel took off? Maybe. Or am I getting a reward for the unbelievable amount of work I've put into this channel to make it? I think it's a combination of both. Sometimes they always say, the so-called experts say, you make your own luck, or luck follows hard work, or hard work creates luck. All the we've heard it all, and you've seen it all. And I just can't apologize for being what I am, who I am, and what's happening. But here I am in Southern California. It's true. Am I hiding it? No. Am I proud of it? Yes, I am. I am really happy to be here. I am really happy. I can't believe that I'm here, because every morning after this show, when I finish this morning show, it's daylight. Right now it's pitch black out there. It's dark outside. But after I finish this show, it'll be daylight. And I come up to the kitchen with my drink and what have you. And I look outside the kitchen window, and I'm looking at a fairway, a golf fairway with palm trees around it and mountains in the background. And, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. I cannot believe it. I'm so grateful that I'm here, because we used to live here years and years ago. We used to live here. And 14 years ago, we moved out. And here we are now for an extended stay. We have not been able to come back here in 14 years since we left. We have not been able to come back here to be able to afford to be here for longer than a week at a time, because the cost of a hotel room in this area at this time of year into the winter, it's a fortune. You're spending $1,500, $2,000 plus dollars in a week for a hotel room here. I mean, it's really, really expensive. To try to build a brand new hotel in this area, very difficult because of the permitting and the costs and all that, a limited land, and on it goes. And we're in the middle of a pandemic. So for us to be here, number one, is a miracle. For us to be in a condo identical to the condo we lived in this complex 14 years ago, that's a fluke. To be able to be in this actual property that we used to live in at one time, that's incredible. And to be able to rent a Tesla, are you kidding me? I'm able to. uh, my wife and my daughter and my friends say, you gotta rent a Tesla. You deserve it. You have worked your butt off for so many years, 4 years as a YouTuber. This is your reward. Rent that damn car and shut the hell up and drive it, and just shut up and get it, because we're sick and tired of you here talking about it. Get the dang thing for a month or 2 or 3 and enjoy yourself finally, because you paid your bills and you sold your house and you packed up all your stuff and you gave away most of your furniture and you dumped off a bunch of stuff to the dump and you changed your lives completely. And now maybe a little reward for this next few months might not be a bad idea. And so here we are. I'm not apologizing for it. Sorry. It's not my fault. I'm not being arrogant. I'm not trying to rub anyone's face in it. I'm just being me. And can't if 10% of my viewers are pissed off and they walk, so be it. That's just, what am I supposed to do? Cry in my beer that people are just not happy because I'm able to pay my bills? Like, geez. So I wrote back and I said, would you rather that I was still poor? That, you like me when I'm poor, but you don't like me when I'm not poor? Is that's the criteria to get your approval? I think I'll choose the latter. I think I'll be unpoor. I think I'd rather not be poor and destitute and desperate to try to figure out how to make things work. I choose Plan B. That's just my choice. I think I'm going to go this direction. You ask somebody who won $1 million in the lottery, would you like to be poor again, or were you happy that at least you won the lottery? I think I'll go with the lottery. I'll go with that. Yeah. I think so too. I just anyway. So this morning, just before coming on the air, about 15-20 minutes before coming on the air, I happened to be looking on my YouTube channel, and I came across some videos, some clips, snippets, between 2 and 5 minutes long each, of interviews that were being done with Jerry Seinfeld over the years. And these are interviews kind of like a 60-minute sit-down interview, or a New York Times interview he did in 2012, how he writes a joke. Just basic stuff. It's the nuts and bolts of how Jerry Seinfeld does what Jerry Seinfeld does. But it's also talking to Jerry Seinfeld in a one-on-one kind of way, to just hear what he has to say about life in general. I really enjoy these because I'm, full disclosure, I think he and I are the same age. He and I think, are both the same, but within a year of each other, the same age. So we're from the same generation. We have the same, obviously, we grew up with the same music on the radio. We grew up with the same world as we went into our 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s. Jerry Seinfeld had his world. I had mine. So we have a lot of similarities in that way. And so when I hear a guy like that speak, I'm going, well, that's kind of like, yeah, I know what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from, because I was there. I too was there. When you were 25, I was 25. When you were 35, I was 35. You're 66, I am 66. Okay, so we're all there. By the way, thank you, Dovius, for becoming a member, or renewing your membership. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. So it was really cool to do this. By the way, also, Dustin, thanks, buddy, for this donation while I'm ranting away here. I appreciate it. I do, and I really, patience pays off. You know it, buddy. It sure does. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Anyway, watching these clips of a guy who's yes, he's financially very successful. Yeah, and he deserves it all. And he works hard even now. He's still working. He doesn't have to. Hasn't had to work for 20 years, but he's working. I really respect a guy like that. And I view him. I follow him, and I'm inspired by him, because whenever if I ever get an inkling of, oh, I'm doing really great on YouTube here, it's all good, I come down to earth very quickly when I see Jerry Seinfeld. I go, oh, buddy, you got nothing compared to this guy. Nothing. Look at how hard that guy's working. And I remember he interviewed Barack Obama during President Obama's last year in office. It was probably his last few months. And he had interviewed him in the White House. And they took a car for a ride around the White House grounds. And And the president asked Jerry, why do you do what you do? Why do you keep doing what you do? And he looked at him and he said, the same reason you do what you do. You love the work. You love doing what you're doing. It's your job isn't a job. You love doing what you're doing. And I thought, well, that's me. I love doing this. I love doing this. This is great. I love the interaction between my viewers and myself. I love watching stocks. I like it when my viewers see stocks go up in price and they make money. I love this. This is great. I really like it when there's success being had. I don't like it when stocks go down, but I view a stock going down as an opportunity to make money on the other side. I don't give up on a stock situation just because it goes down in price. I actually get more aggressive and even more behind a stock when it goes lower than when it goes higher. And so I love what I do, and this is why I do it, and I'm going to keep doing it. I have no reason to stop doing what I'm doing, and and I look into the through the kitchen window in the morning and I go, that's why I do what I do. Look at that view. I mean, why wouldn't I want to keep doing what I'm doing? We lived in Creston for 5 years. This is Creston here. This is just outside of town. Nothing wrong with a place called like Creston, British Columbia. It's a beautiful place. I showed off a whole bunch of photos of Creston to you folks over the years, and you've all told me many a time, oh, that's a beautiful area. And it is. It's really pretty. But Creston has one thing that this place doesn't have. This place doesn't get snow on the ground outside my front door in the wintertime, where Creston does. And I've had enough of the snow. I'm sorry. I'm a Canadian who's had enough of winter. Being 66 years old, I've had enough of winter. And I kind of like the idea of a perpetual summer. As pretty as this is, and I don't mind this place, it's pretty. But, given my druthers, where would you rather be in October? The first place or this place? I'll pick this place. But that's me. That's Jennifer. That's the two of us. Rightly or wrongly, this is where we choose to be at the moment in time. We're here. We like it. We paid for it. We earned it. That's it. And end of story. Seinfeld. Pardon me. I got to turn the fan on. Hang on. Come on back. So Seinfeld is working his tail off, which is great, and he's winning. More power to him. There we go. How can you poo-poo that? I can't. I'm a happy guy. Look at his partner, Larry David. He and Larry David created Seinfeld together, and Larry David is still doing a TV show. Are you kidding me? He's still working. He's doing Broadway. He's still writing. He's active because he loves the work. Right up until the day he dies, Mel Brooks and Rob Reiner and Carl Reiner and these greats, they work right up until the end because they love what they do. Fantastic. You got to love it. I noticed the other day about Tony Bennett. They were talking about Tony Bennett on 60 Minutes about how he now is getting the Alzheimer's thing, and which is sad, but you start playing the music on the piano in his house, and he starts singing. I mean, it's right. It's all there, and he just loves to make people happy. It's still there. You gotta love it. You just gotta love it. You don't know how long you have. You don't know. You don't know how long you're gonna be here. What kind of life are you gonna have? You don't know. What you can make your life in many ways. You can make the life you have. But you have to want it. You have to want something better. You got to go get it. And I keep telling you folks who watch me, you want a better life? You can have a better life. But how badly do you want it? And how much are you prepared to sacrifice to get it? Sometimes you have to make personal sacrifices. Sometimes you have to make relationship sacrifices. Sometimes you have to make geographical location sacrifices to whatever, moving to another place or another town or city or state or country, whatever it is, you pay the price you're prepared to pay to have the life you want to have. And sometimes we settle, and some of us settle too much. Some of us never settle. They just, nope, I'm not backing off. I'm never backing off. No, even if I'm unsuccessful doing what I want to be doing, I'm not giving up until I make it. Hey, it's great. Whichever way it works for any of you and all of you, way to go. The thing is to never give up. Never give up, never surrender. Just like in that movie, never give up, never surrender. And that's been the motto here with these channels of mine. Right now, this channel, Stock Market, is the channel that carries the house. The other channel, Traveling with Bruce, does not carry the household anymore. It's a secondary channel. I know I'm not putting as much effort into it as I used to. It's obvious why. And no matter how many hours I put into that channel, it will never generate what this channel is generating right now. And I go where the sun is shining. I'm not stupid. I know where my butter is. My bagels are buttered right here, and it's just the way it is. And I have to make the best of it as best I can. But I also have to tolerate the so-called disappointment from people from time to time, and I have to go, hey, if I'm not making you happy, I'm not sorry. In a way, I'm not sorry. In a way, I am. But what am I supposed to do? Shut down everything in my world to make one person out of thousands happier and ruin everything else I'm doing? No, not going to happen. I take a look at my wife and my daughter, and they just look back at me and go, what are you doing? You just keep doing what you're doing. You're making many, many people happy. You're delivering a service to a zillion people out there, and keep on going. And so I shall. And I say thank you. And appreciate you all being here and tolerating the old man. The face for radio that is being highlighted by this new light. Glad you're here, and I hope you're making a bunch of money in this market with some of these stocks. Unfortunately, they don't go up all at the same time. You've probably noticed that with a bunch of our favorite picks that I have. Of all the stocks I like, they don't all go up at the same time. It's so frustrating, but that is so normal. And sometimes stocks go the wrong direction, and then they level off for a while, and then they go the right direction, and then they level off a while, and they go back down, and they go back up, and they do all kinds of stuff. And at the end of the day, publicly traded companies are actually a reflection of the people that run these companies. That's all it is. So 23andMe is at 906 this morning, up 15 cents. There's 15 cents more likability than yesterday. The stock's up a little bit. Fine. SOFI, 2110. There's likability there. Where will these shares be later this afternoon? I don't know. I'll be around to see it, but I don't know. I'm hoping they're both higher. That's what I'm hoping will happen. But I can't guarantee it. I can't make it happen. I can only report to you in plain English what I see going on. And right now, they're both higher. In the pre-market, they're both higher. But so is the Dow and the S&P and the NASDAQ and oil. It's all higher at this point. People think that the future is brighter. They're buying product now. They're buying stocks now and investing for future performance. There it is. Thank you all for hanging in here with me and with Jennifer, hanging out with us. We do not know where we're going to be January the 1st. We honestly don't know. We started talking about it last night. We were watching... what was it, 9-0 for Boston or something on TV, the ball game, something like that. I went 9-0. Oh my God. So we switched over to the Flames hockey game. We actually were able to watch a little bit of the Flames game between Anaheim, because down here in Palm Desert, we get the Anaheim feed. So I get to watch the home broadcasters for Anaheim, who I can't stand. Talk about how great they are. And hey, God bless those guys. They beat the Flames in overtime, and they got the win. Way to go. But you didn't win the Stanley Cup last night, okay? You won a hockey game, your third one of the year. So your third game, you won a game. Great. Way to go. But we were watching that instead. Anyway, we were talking about, hey, any ideas? Jennifer's asking me, what do you think we should be doing on January 1? And I said, well, we got to be out of here December 31. You know what we could do? We could go to Vegas for New Year's Eve. We go to Vegas. Maybe get a room there, hang out. Why don't we hang out in Vegas for 2 or 3 days? And then Jen says, we've never been to the Grand Canyon. Maybe we should go to the Grand Canyon. I said, there's a good idea. We could. I said, but do I want to be in the Grand Canyon the first week of January? I'm not sure if that's really the timing here. So we were tossing that around, and then we said, well, we could just stay another month here. We'll just find another condo, because this one's used up. We'll find another condo in this complex to spend another month. Let's see what happens. Every possibility is being discussed. We have no idea. We're just going, I don't know. Well, we don't have to worry about it today. because we don't. It's October the 19th, and we do not have to have a decision for January the 1st right now. And so we're not making one right now. We're just going day by day. What we do know is I will not be on the air day after tomorrow. I'll be on the air tomorrow, Wednesday, but I won't be on the air Thursday or Friday or Monday because we are in Phoenix. We're heading to Phoenix for a wedding, and I will be off the air for those days. This could be the longest streak of time that I've not been on the air. It might be one of the longest streaks in 4 years that I won't be on the air every day. That's going to be kind of weird. Although I have a suspicion I might be posting quickie little updates. You'll just have to watch the channel and find out for yourself. I'll be watching the markets. Don't worry about that. I'll be watching them. And we'll see if we can do the odd little bulletin or something like that. But I will make no promises. I have no idea how this is going to go. But yeah, that much I do know. And yes, we are driving the rented Tesla to Phoenix and back. Yes, we are. Because we can, and so we will. And I am looking forward to the entire experience. And yay, we're happy. We have 24 minutes to go before we open up. I hope I'm not going to generate a bunch of hate mail because of my little rant today. But it's the price I have to pay. No matter what I say about what topic, any stock, any event, there will be people who disagree with me so vehemently, we know that word, that they will let me know. And that is the price you pay when you are a junior, tiny little YouTuber, or you're a big, successful mega YouTuber. You're going to have to tolerate that. And some folks just find one word you say, one particular word just sets them off, and all of a sudden you are enemy number one. And you throw your hands up and you're going, what's the big deal? But for those of you who are upset with me, you know what? Watch some Jerry Seinfeld interviews on YouTube where they ask him. I think it was one interview I just saw. I just loved it. It was the New York Times. It was like 9 years ago. This is 9 years ago. Talking to Jerry about a comedy bit he was working on. He says, yeah, I'm working on a comedy bit about Pop-Tarts. And I thought, I remember this bit. I saw him perform this live in Calgary at the Jubilee Auditorium in front of 3,500, 4,000 of us. And I'm way in the back at the top level, way up there. My daughter gave me a pair of tickets to watch Jerry Seinfeld live. And Jerry was this tall, but heard every word because the sound system worked beautifully, and it was hilarious. All about Pop-Tarts, how he wrote a bit about Pop-Tarts. He said, I've been working on it for 2 years. And I thought, what? And he says, I've worked on this bit for 2 years to perfect it before I put it on stage. 2 years I've been working on this thing on yellow pieces of paper with his big pen, just version after version after version. The opening, the middle, and the ending, until finally he got it to the point where, okay, we're going to put it on stage and see if it works. After 2 years, we're going to try it now. Jeez. That's pretty cool. And he's talking to this reporter at the New York Times saying, he says, I waste my time on stupid things to write about, to talk about, where you, the reporter, haven't got time to waste, and you must talk about very important things all the time because you're a newspaper, but I'm a comedian. So I get to talk about stupid funny, and you get to talk about serious world issues. We're the total opposite, and yet here we are. You're covering me on this interview about me writing stupid stuff for years, and you're supposed to present this in a very serious kind of way. Is this crazy or what? It is silly, isn't it? You just gotta love that. You gotta love that perspective. He knows where he's at. He knows where he was, where he is, and where he's going. You gotta love that. And I saw another snippet of an interview saying, you get approached all the time by people on the street. Talk about that a little bit. He goes, oh gosh, yeah, I get every day, everywhere I go. I'm Jerry Seinfeld. I'm famous. He says, I remember about 2 weeks ago, he says, I was in Manhattan. I had been to a club. It was late at night. It was like 2 a.m. And I'm heading for my car. And this guy approaches me. He said, hey, he's big. He's really big. he says, I saw him coming. And he comes up to me and he says, I know you hate everybody. He said, right there. right there, he says, I like this guy. He said, I like this guy. I know you hate everybody, but I just want to say, well, right now, I said to the guy, what do you want? You want a photo with me? You want an autograph? Anything you want. You're in. You're in the Jerry door. Because that opening line just cinched it with me right there. I know you hate everybody, but. And he said the guy couldn't have been nicer and more kind, and we chatted for a couple minutes, and it was wonderful. He says, but the rules of meeting me, Jerry Seinfeld, are simple. You don't come up to me and touch me. Don't touch me. You're a stranger. I don't know who you are. You don't know who I am, really. You kind of know me. You face my, but you don't touch celebrities. You're polite. You say hello. You don't yell, and you don't be demanding because you don't own them. They're their own people, and generally it works out really well. So I thought there's the rules. there's the rules to meeting Jerry Seinfeld. And Jerry, thank you for being Jerry Seinfeld and being yourself. Thank you for granting interviews to press and others, and just being yourself. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. Oh, and by the way, I think Jerry Seinfeld should create an app. There should be a Jerry Seinfeld app available on all iPhone devices like this. And all it is you subscribe to the app, so much money a month, and every morning when it's time for you to wake up, it acts as your alarm to get you going. And the first thing it does, it doesn't sing a little tune and it doesn't play a little song. Or no, it's just Jerry's voice. And it's customized to talk to you, all right? And it'll say, Bruce, get over yourself and get up, get going. And I thought that's all it has to do. Just Jerry, just ground us, just bring us right back down to the ground here, and just get over yourself and get back at it. And I've seen him do this with, I think I saw him do this with Alec Baldwin, where Alec said, this is brilliant. Jerry, you should bottle this. That's all I need. You just need to call me every morning and say, Alec, get out of bed and get over yourself. You're a nobody. He said, that's what I need. I need that. No one does that for me. Everyone tells me how great I am. You tell me the truth. I think Jerry should make an app for that. I think he'd do very well. Whether he keeps the money or whether he gives away to charity, I couldn't care less. But Jerry, thank you. You keep doing Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. I love that show, and I watch those episodes all the time, again and again and again. I just love it. The fact that you take 8 or 10 hours of footage and put it into a 20-minute thing or 18-minute thing, I think you should now release additional episodes of the same people you've talked to, an hour at a time, even with outtakes. That'd be great, because I can't get enough of this stuff. It's kind of like the Beatles recordings. I remember, the albums all came out, and then they came out with the BBC live recordings they did on radio. They restored those and mastered them and all that. And then they came out with the with the show in Vegas, the Love show, which I've seen and I've enjoyed very much. Would like to see again. I got the soundtrack for that. Love that. All the mastering they did, that was incredible. But what I really enjoy with the Beatles are these albums they released, three double sets of albums over the history of the band with outtakes from the studio days, like just, take 2, take 4, take 6 of this song and this song. And there'll be notes telling you, okay, this song here, they tried it 15 times until they finally got it right. And on take 4, this happened. And I love this stuff. I just love this stuff. The behind the scenes grinding it out to get to the finished product of one of the greatest bands of all time, because even these guys made mistakes. And I loved hearing their mistakes. It humanized them. It makes them normal. And I just love that someone took the time to go through these hours and hours of master tapes to come up with this stuff. And I can't get enough of it. I just can't get enough of it. So Jerry, all your mistakes, it's time to share them. Some of us would appreciate it. Anyway, that's just me, just a YouTuber who's in California, loving the fact that he's here, hoping that his viewers are going to get richer today and not poorer today. I'm even wearing my green shirt to help the market. I'm doing everything I can for you. to get the market to go higher. So hey, cut the guy a break. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. What is going to happen? I don't know. Senator Manchin, what a guy. Senator Manchin from West Virginia, is it? Is he West Virginian or Virginia? I can't remember. I am amazed at this guy, how he just doesn't want to do anything or do very much of what President Biden wants to do. So I'm just going to vote against it. And the Democrats go with this guy. I'm blown away. I'm just blown away by this guy. He is putting stuff, putting opposition in the middle of bills that are going to screw his state, which he doesn't seem to care. Some people say, no, he wants to preserve coal. He wants to preserve the coal business. Great. Way to go there, buddy. Keep it going there, Mr. Manchin. Keep your state in the 17th century, 18th century. Yeah. Way to be, buddy. Bottom 10 for everything. Nice going. Life expectancy, I have no idea. Wealth and who knows. It's mind blowing to me. America is sitting on an opportunity right now. America is not in a world war. America is not invading any place right now. America has more money flowing than ever before. And these bills that are being, the infrastructure bill and this bill, you add it all up and divide it by 10, because these are 10-year spending programs, not 1-year spending programs. You divide it by 10 and you're going, these guys are quibbling over $400 billion a year. The Pentagon's budget is trillions of dollars, and they're not even fighting a war right now. Are you kidding me? We on the outside looking in go, why does America keep shooting itself in the foot? Why does it do this? It's just stunning to us. And now it's the Democrats shooting themselves. You guys have to have enemies? Like, Democrats can't become a unified force? No. Just blows me away. This market could go up by 50% in the next 2 years, just on the passage of these bills. Believe me, it's true. The amount of capital that would continue to circulate in the USA for the next 10 years will be such that the analysts out there will look at these bills, look at the spending program of where this money is going to, and rather than spending trillions of dollars on a foreign conflict somewhere, you're spending theoretically trillions of dollars domestically into the U.S. to improve many areas and aspects of the American economy that desperately need improving by Americans who will do it. This is a Made in America wealth plan of wealth plans. This is bigger than the Highway Act of President Eisenhower. This is bigger than that, and will benefit for generations. And you can't get it passed. It's just. I don't know. What do you want to call it then? Like, do you want to call it the Russia Act? Will that one work? You want to call it the China Infrastructure Act? I mean, put a name on it that'll make it fly. But apparently, the Made in America to Make America Better Act, to employ Americans and help educate Americans and help lift Americans out of poverty, that doesn't fly. Doesn't sell in Washington. Doesn't seem to sell to the American public. It's really stunning how Americans are denying themselves upward possibilities. Other countries are going, we don't care what America thinks. We are building highways. We are building brand new airports. We are building brand new shipping ports. We are giving away college for nothing to our children in our countries to graduate them as full-blown master's degree holders in blah, 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 blah. Because these kids, when they're working, they're going to be paying a lot of taxes. They're going to buy those nice cars. They're going to buy a nice house, nice furniture. They're going to go on nice holidays. They're going to spend a lot of money. And the country that they come from, we are going to really benefit. And they're never going to leave our country. Why would they leave this country if they have free university education, free healthcare, a highway system that works, rail that works, airports that works, shipping ports that work, society that works? Why would they leave? They're not going to the United States. I mean, who from Norway and Sweden wants to go to the United States and live there? None of them. I mean, 1 in 10,000 maybe, because they want to be in Hollywood, I guess. There is no need for Swedes to leave Sweden to go to the USA. USA hasn't got enough to offer a Swede at all. Yeah, third worlders, oh, they're coming in, sure. Getting away from dictators and butchers and everything. Of course, yeah, I'll go anywhere. I'll go to another dictator country to get out of the dictator country I'm in. Of course. But you want to bring the best of the best into your country? It ain't happening. It's there is no lineup at the door, kids. More Americans are trying to get out of the United States than get into the United States because America's shooting itself in the foot. What are you going to, despite all that, the markets are at virtually all-time record highs. Despite all that, that's how smart Americans are. That's how entrepreneurial Americans are. American corporations are the most incredibly run organizations on the planet, that no matter what the obstacles are, they can do well in any environment. Even in the middle of a pandemic, you can have companies earning record profits. That's how smart American business is. That's why the rest of the world is envious of America. The rest of the world looks at America and goes, wow, what an incredible bunch of people over there. These guys, despite their faults, still find a way to make a buck. It really is something else. And if you make a lot of money in America, you're not criticized for it, you're praised for it. That's the opposite of other countries as well. And I've always loved that. I've always loved that about Americans. The Chamber of Commerce gives awards to local businesses who make a lot of money. I think it's fantastic. In Canada, we're embarrassed. In Canada, it's an embarrassment to make a lot of money. It drives me nuts. It drives me crazy that Canadians act that way, because successful Canadians are big taxpayers. Big taxpayers fund a lot of good, and I think they should be commended for it. I think you should give a medal to the top earning Canadians every year. I think governments around the world should hand out medals, should hand out special certificates, name streets after the citizens that pay the most taxes every year. Then there'll be a competition to be the highest taxpayer, because you'll want to have the title of I'm the big cheese. I pay more taxes than you. But it's the opposite. We go the opposite direction. It's a kooky world in which we live. It really is. I may have told you this story before we open up with 8 minutes to go. I may have told you this before, and if I have, I apologize. But I love this story. I saw this interview 20 years ago, at least 20 years ago. It was Don King, the promoter, the boxing promoter. You know, the guy with the hair that stands straight up, Don King. Don King was a convicted felon in Cleveland. I think he served time, cleaned his act up, and straightened out his life more or less, and became a boxing promoter. His skills finally found the place where he could use them the best, and he started making a lot of money. And he made a lot of people a lot of money. He was a promoter of all kinds of events, and he's done rather well financially. At least 20 years ago, at least, he was interviewed. I think the reporter was asking him about the Gulf War that was going on at the time, or had just happened, where he had gone there. I think he had gone there as under a USO tour, a goodwill thing, and he was happy to do it, and he brought a bunch of people with him and all that stuff. But the reporter asked him a question, something like, "What is the one thing you're most proud of? Being an American. What are you most proud of?" And his answer, "I pay $1 million a year, every year or more in income tax, and that's what I'm most proud of as an American." He said, "I used to be a prisoner in a jail, and I was a bum, and I was looked down on by everybody. Family, friends, society, you name it." He says, "I have been paying $1 million in income taxes every year for years, and I anticipate I'll be doing that for the rest of my life. And that's what I'm most proud of, because I am giving back to the country that's given me everything." And I thought, wow, right there. That's an American of the highest order, right there. When you're proud to pay your share, way to go. Because the guy goes, "Hey, I'm paying $1 million. Look how much I get to keep. I get to keep so much. Just handing the United States government a measly $1 million. Look how much I get from what I had before. This is unbelievable." And I'm certain that many, many wealthy Americans feel the same way, but they don't They don't talk about it publicly. They inquire about it. Although Buffett has come out and said, I should be paying more income tax, and people like me, we should be paying more because we have got it all. We've got everything. We're not paying our fair share, and I find that to be really, really interesting. But uh, it is what it is. It is. It's just. It's the world in which we're in, and welcome to 2021, kids. Here we are. What a year it's been from a year ago to today. What will the next year be? Could I disappear from the face of the earth and be an anonymous little YouTuber again? Yeah. I'm pretty anonymous now because wherever I go here in California, no one recognizes me. I go around Ontario Mills Mall. I have to say, though, I'm wearing a mask. But even so, when I'm not wearing a mask in a restaurant, no one comes up to me and goes, hey, aren't you Uncle Bruce? No, I don't wear these shirts outside the house. I only wear them on here. And I don't promote myself, and I'm not looking to promote myself. I'm just kind of curious. Does anyone really watch you outside of a few hundred people a day? You might not be. You're probably not a very big deal, but it's okay. Those of you who are here, you're enjoying what I'm doing. I thank you, and I'm grateful for your company. And hopefully today, as I said earlier, you're going to get richer today. So let's see what we can do, okay? We're 4 minutes away from the opening. The rant is over. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I want to do what I always do at this point in time. I've got to shift the channel over right now to members-only chat. Those of you who are here as members, thank you so very, very much for being here as members. Those of you who are here as subscribers, thank you for being a subscriber of Stock Markets with Bruce. I love you. And those of you who are just casually watching, you're welcome to be here. You're welcome to watch and learn. I hope you're learning, getting smarter every day. If you'd like to participate into the channel a little more, please consider subscribing, or please make the ultimate move and become a member of this channel and join the greatest members YouTube has for any channel out there, and it's the viewers and the members of this channel. You guys are the best. I would not be here. There is no way Jen and I would be here in Southern California if I didn't have members of this channel. We'd never make it. Thank you. Again, from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you so much. What a difference a year has been. Unbelievable. We are 2 minutes away from cranking it up, baby. Let's hope for a big-time move today on all your stocks. 23andMe, I show, is 16 cents higher in the pre-market, roughly. Going into the opening, we're going to watch this closely. Spire Global. Wouldn't it be nice if Spire went to $9 today? Wouldn't it be justified? $5.91 though is where it's at right now. But 9 would be a lot better. ATIP 357 unchanged. Matterport this morning was up most of the morning. It's still up a little bit, up 39 cents. But I don't know what to think about Matterport. I don't know what it's going to do. One day it goes down $1.50. Next day it goes up $1.50. I mean, it's just all over the place. Matterport, just go to 25 and then get ready to go to 30. Would you do me a favor? Would you mind doing that? It would make it easier on all of us as viewers here. 188.77 is GameStop, up 274. Thank you. Keep going. SOFI 2109 up 2105, up 20 cents, still over 21. Rocket Lab is up on the day, 1257, up 17 cents. We're opening in a minute. IBM was higher this morning, but now down $1. So we'll have to wait and see how that wants to go. Let's shift the phone over to my market app, and let's see how things start off here in a few moments, as everyone's going to start clapping away as the Dow opens up here in 52 seconds, according to CNBC's thing over there. We're going to open in 52 seconds for another day of fun. And well, let's see if any of you guys get richer today. I sure hope so. Thank you guys. All of you. Is Larry here? I hope so. I'm sure Larry's around. He's going to give us the bells as soon as it's happening. SoFi was all over the stock news last night, says John. Fantastic. Oh man, all kinds of folks here saying hi to us and everybody else. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Hey, Jonko saying, I'm about 45 grand on SoFi, selling 75% at 25. There you go. Go, baby, go. Let's hope you're all getting richer and richer and richer. A lot of you have been very patient with the different stocks, and it's nice to see you get it going. Larry, bells are going, man. We're up and running, baby. They're shaking their hands and they're clapping and they're doing it. We're open for business. Beautiful. SoFi. Is it going to open over $21 this morning or what? I do see the high trade of the day of 2104 on SoFi. Latest trade right now, 2088 at this second in time on a volume of 1.4 million shares. We'll watch that opening closely. Rocket Lab showing 1261, up 21 cents so far. We'll watch for that as well. SoFi now 2090, up a nickel. GameStop 188.31, up 229. Matterport 1852, 1866 on Matterport, up 29 cents. SoFi 2095, up a dime. Coming back on now. Let me refresh my big ass iPad. The Dow's up 93, S&P up 15, NASDAQ up 46, oil down 23 cents. 2083 now on SoFi, jumping around a bit. ME 898, up 7 cents. Smart Rent unchanged. I don't know if it's trading yet. Looks like it is. Spire 595, up 3 cents. ATIP 357, more or less unchanged. Xterra down a nickel to 930. 2077 on SoFi, a little lower. Where else are we at here? AMC up a dime. Robinhood up 30 cents. Vanek Vectors down 14. Home Depot up $1.40. IBM down $1.16 to 141.16. Dow Jones up 110. Microsoft up 84 cents. Apple up 46 cents. Positive reviews from Apple on those MacBook Pros last night. All positive. People are happy. A Tesla up 279 now to 872, 873. Bed Bath Beyond up 2 cents. BlackBerry up 7. Royal Caribbean down 83 cents to 85.05. Royal Caribbean now in the last month, especially 3 weeks, has backed off from the 95 range now down to the 85 range. About a $10 drop in the last 3 weeks on Royal Caribbean. I reported yesterday on my other channel, Traveling with Bruce, the big show, that Carnival just completed a $2.3 billion financing. I think JP Morgan was the exclusive banker on that deal. They raised $2.3 billion in fresh cash and then they turned right around and they bought back a bunch of debt that they had issued in the last year, especially debt that they were paying 11.5% interest on. So they bought back the most expensive debt they've issued to replace it with this new debt of $2.3 billion, which I think is around 6-7%. So they're reducing their interest costs by at least 5 or 6 percentage points on a bunch of this money. So they're going to save over $100 million a year in interest on this move, they say. So that's prudent move. Carnival, though, is down 50 cents this morning. Goldman Sachs up 50 cents to $4.14 a share. Amazon down $8. Facebook up $3.40. Google up $3. At the moment, this is where we're at. Let's take a look again at our favorites. Rocket Lab up now 9 cents to $12.49. SoFi 2107. Right through like butter. Hot knife through soft butter. 2107 on SoFi. The high of the day, 2107. The volume so far, 2.35 million. That's all it took. We're going higher. We're just going higher. GameStop, 191.16. What's happening on GameStop? Up $4 or $5. Matterport, up 32 cents to 18.69. ME, $9, up 9 cents. Still no trading on Smart right now. I don't think it's trading yet. We've got Spire at 5.94, up a penny. ATIP at 3.61, up 4. And Xterra down a nickel. So we've got some upward movement here to get the morning going. SoFi now, 2102. At the moment, we'll jump through in and out 21 now. It'll go back and forth and back and forth. The question will be, will the volume keep coming in like it has been coming in? Is the bank charter imminent? And will that affect it now, or do we have to wait for that? Lots of developments happening here on SoFi. GameStop, 190.33. I don't know why. Why is GameStop higher? Exactly, for sure. Is there a specific single reason? Has it got anything to do with this so-called report that came out from the SEC that would assign no blame to anyone on what happened with GameStop shares? I mean, really? Weird stuff. I don't know what to make of all of this. Let's see. There's a headline here called "What to Watch as the First Bitcoin Futures ETF Begins Trading." I don't know why that would have any effect on GameStop in a positive way. I really am having trouble figuring that one out. Press releases, none from GameStop this morning. I have nothing official. So I don't know where to pin this. We're at 189.52 now, high of 190.184 today on GameStop, as we start trading with about a $4 gain so far. So some of you might take advantage of this pop if it wants to give us a little more to do rollovers. Some of you might want to consider writing 190 or 195 contracts for either this Friday or next Friday, or the Friday after that. It's a question of what kind of premiums you can get and what you'd like to score. And some of you doing rollovers, you're going to buy one contract back to write another. You might want to write a contract that's a month old or month out, 5 weeks or 6 weeks out to get the maximum premium you can. We'll watch for that. The stock is a little better, but we're not going to the moon or anything at the moment. It's just a little better, and we'll say thank you. Let's see what happens. Okay, what else is going on? SoFi, as we say, 2090 up a nickel. GameStop 190.33. Matterport 1886 up 49 cents. ME at 912 up 22 cents. SoFi just went red. 2083 down 2. ME up 22 cents to 912. Smart Rent 1175. Still unchanged. Still not showing trades, so we're waiting for that to come around. To start off with, Aspire is up 2 pennies. Spire at 5.94. ATIP at 3.60, up 3.5 cents. Sextera down a nickel. AMC up 93 to 43.96. Robinhood down 6 cents. Vanik down 26. Home Depot up 17 cents. IBM now only down 71 cents. Dow up 88.9. S&P up 13, NASDAQ up 33, Microsoft up 82 cents to 308, Apple up 14 to 146.69, Tesla up $2 to 872 on Tesla. Looking good. Goldman Sachs down 28 cents to 413, holding those gains, not giving them back. Most interesting start to this market today, everybody. As usually it is. I appreciate all of you being here. Hope you're having a good morning, and hopefully you're getting richer. That would be great. Let's see what's going on. What else is happening here? Hey, Bruce, something interesting is that the SEC said the run-up was not caused by a short squeeze or a gamma squeeze, just buying power. Yeah, really. The SEC report did confirm that the shorts on GameStop have never been closed, so majority of Wall Street bet want to jump back in. That's very interesting, says Socius. There's just a whole lot of speculation about what what did they find and what are they not commenting on, and who are they blaming anybody about anything? I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't understand how a brokerage firm and a number of brokerage firms cannot be blamed or indicated as having done anything stupid when investors could not even buy the stock. They were being restricted from buying the shares, even with cash. How does the SEC not address that issue? That is so against the open market rule. I'm just blown away. Matterport, by the way, 1901 up 64 cents. We're going higher on Matterport now. ME at 914 up 23. So we got two good gains going here. GameStop up 427 to 190.29. SoFi 2078 down 7. Rocket Lab up 7 cents. So we got a bit of movement here on some of these stocks, which is kind of nice to see some of these guys who've been quiet lately moving again. I don't know. GameStop on the move, says anti-PC. Wow, ME2, that's right. I picked up 90 more Spire shares, says AB. I have a total of 760 paper. 11 $8 calls for May. 10 $10 calls for November, got for less than $100 total, and 10 $15 November calls that I got in ancient times. Go Spire. I agree. It would be nice to see Spire take a shot. Still at 588, down 4 cents at the moment. SoFi down 8 cents to 20.77, now 78. GameStop 190.48, Matterport 19.10, ME 9.19, up 28 cents. Interesting. Yeah, and MTTR, my auntie, you notice that too. Beef, it's Bruce. I can't have my sound on today, so I have no idea what's being talked about. I imagine stocks in plain English, but I guess. So if you think SoFi is going higher, can you wave your arms? Yeah, it's going to go higher. Yeah, it's going to go higher. I think so. I think it's going higher. Socius, I read on Wall Street Bets that, not my opinion, no, I'm worried a little with my 187.50 covered call this week. Might need to roll to weather the FOMO storm. There you go. Well, you're now $3 in the money. It's Tuesday morning. We're up 450, but we're not up 1450. We're not up 2450. It's a little better. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, BITO, Bitcoin futures ETFs now trading starting this AM. See how that goes. Bill, if the SEC acts on all these wrongs now, it'll trigger a market collapse around the world. And the mother of all short squeezes, they would be blamed for everything. After the mother of short squeezes, they will really tighten up. Socius Fenville, I understand that you were just reporting what they are talking about there. Nicholas, MTTR threatening to pass SoFi. The race is back on. Yes, MTTR 1910, SoFi 2068. There you have it. We'll see. SoFi, finally broke 21. Now there's a bit of a pullback. We haven't had a pullback of SoFi in a week. We'll see if there's much to this. Is this going to be 20, 30, 40, 50 cent pullback and then we shoot up to 22.50? That can happen. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. The volume on SoFi here is 3.8 million in 12 minutes. So we have, volume going through. People want out, people want in. Turnover is happening. Fair enough. 191 on GameStop now, up 516. A little better. 1910 on Matterport, 923 ME. Spire 589, ATIP up 5.5 cents, Xterra down a nickel. AMC 44.29, going through $44 at up 126, having a good morning. IBM still down 94 cents. The Dow up 105, 1248 on Rocket Lab, up 9 cents right now. There you go. Here we go. Even if GameStop goes up, it'll come back down, then go back up, and so on and so forth. That's what it does. Devil King, come on, SoFi, don't fail. Don't fall. Don't ever go. Just go straight up. Never go back. Only go higher. That's all we want you to do. SoFi, that's all you are allowed to do, in our opinion. You can only go up, and that's it. What can I say? The Dow is at 35,365. That means it is now about 270 points away from a new all-time high print on the Dow. That's how close we are, less than 1% away from a new all-time high trade for the Dow Jones. This is why it's getting interesting here. A lot of positive vibes coming out with a lot of good earnings reports, and the Dow is showing strength. We've got S&P up 17 points, NASDAQ up 65. This market will go higher because in the end of the day, with these earnings reports coming out, showing much higher earnings than projected, beating earnings estimates, means shares are not trading at as high a multiple as thought based on current earnings. IBM and Apple, Microsoft, and Goldman Sachs in particular, classic examples. I mean, Goldman Sachs, with the earnings they just generated, they're probably trading at 5.5 times earnings. They were trading at 7.2 or 7.4 times earnings last week. They're probably now trading at 5.5 times earnings. This is really cheap. Even if the stock now trades at 7.5 times earnings, the shares of Goldman could go up $100 a share just in that reflection. That would move the Dow a lot. And this is what I'm talking about. Apple will come out with their earnings soon. So will Microsoft. All the other Dow stocks are coming out. If they continue to add to their earnings and grow them, their PE multiples will drop, which means the shares can go up to reflect a higher PE multiple again. That will take the Dow up another 10, 15%. This is how markets work on future anticipated earnings. And if American corporations like these can make the kind of money they're making in the middle of a pandemic, just imagine when the economy is running on 8 cylinders out of 8 cylinders again instead of 7 out of 8. These companies will be even more profitable. So yes, could be quite interesting. Maybe it's time for GameStop to go back to 220, says Socius. Maybe it's just that time. Maybe. then plummet again. Well, we'll see. SoFi is always dip a little in the first hour of trading, then jumping back. I'm so tempted to use my day trade fund to buy 500 now and then flip them later today. Well, 2072 is where we're at right now, down 13 cents. Uncle Bruce, could you explain again how to own the poor man's Goldman Sachs through in the money calls? Well, the strategy is simply that you buy a call option or more, but let's say you buy a single call option on Goldman Sachs that will expire maybe next summer. So let's say June, let's say. And the contract is deep in the money. It's not at the money. It's the Goldman Sachs stock right now is trading at 411, almost $412. You'd be buying maybe a $350 call option or a $360 call option, perhaps a $365, $370 maybe, trying to buy an in-the-money call option with as little premium as possible, just book value. It's all you want to pay. So if you can go out to next summer, deep in the money, and 90% of what you're paying for the contract or more, hopefully more, is book value versus premium, that's your first move. Now, once you've secured one of those, now what you're going to do is you're going to write call options against that one call option you just bought. So you bought one, you're going to write one now, but you're going to write short-term call options. So you might write Goldman Sachs $420 call options that expire this Friday, next Friday, the Friday after that. Maybe 422s, maybe 425s. You're looking to bring in a couple of bucks, maybe $3, $4, $5 a contract, whatever, the best you can. And this is income that will come in, hopefully, because as time goes by, these contracts will shrink to zero. They're out of the money. The contract you own, the in-the-money contract you own, the hope is that the shares drift a little higher, say a couple of bucks every day on average, your in-the-money contract will go up in value a couple of bucks every day. But the contract you're writing that's out of the money is so far away from the current market with so little time that it shrinks in value. So if you sell it for $4.50 and you buy it back for $2, say within a week, you make a $2.50 profit on the right against the cost of this call option you bought. So if you bought a call option $50 in the money and it cost you $54, but you've now made $2.50 against the $54 because of the shrinkage of value of the short call, that was trade number one. As soon as you buy that call back, you're looking to write another call 2-3 weeks out for $4.50, $5 that you hope to buy back around the $2 mark and score a $2.50, $3 gain again. And if you can bring in a typical month, maybe $5 a month on Goldman Sachs premiums, this contract you bought, this long-term, it's a 10-month contract. If for the next 7-8 months, you're writing short-term calls against this call as a poor man covered call, you might be bringing in $30, $40 in premiums against a contract you paid $50, $55 for. But 10 months from now, if the shares have been climbing and climbing and climbing, and each call you've been writing against these have been higher and higher and higher, you might be writing $550 call options 6 months from now because the stock's at $540. That contract you bought when the stock was here at $412, the stock's trading at $540, that contract is way in the money. You've got a $150, $200 contract now. That's all gains for you, plus what the contract have made you on depreciation every 2 weeks in the meantime. And this is how you're making money on top of making money. Now, you can, in theory, the stock goes up to, say, $500 and your contract goes from 50 to 100 in value. You could sell your $100 valued contract for next year. Sell it. Turn around and buy a new contract that has about 9, 10, 11 months of life in it, $50 in the money or so, 45 in the money. If you can acquire a contract that is, say, a $50 price, you could buy two of them. By selling the one you have for 100, you can now buy two long-dated, in-the-money contracts, and now you are writing two poor man covered calls at a time instead of one at a time. And you are enhancing your revenue again. So this is how you may want to play it. Now, if the shares don't move, they stay at this 412 and they go to 420 and then 410 and 420 and 410. You're just going to keep writing options and writing options and writing options every week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, buying them back, writing them, buying them back, right? You're going to keep scoring this depreciation game. And if you bring in $40 in a year on a $5,000 investment, you bring in $4,000, you're bringing in 8, 9, 10% on your money. The shares do climb a bit to the 440, 450 range. They don't go all the way to 500, but they just go to 450. Your call will already go up about $30 a call. So you'll go from about $50, $55 to $80, $85 on the long call, and you've generated revenue on top of that of another $40. You can see how it compounds in your favor. So that's what a poor man covered call is. You can check all that out on my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Check out the classes. I cover poor man covered call writing there. Positive report and stock plummet, negative report and stock goes, I don't know. Where are we at right now on our favorites? Up 4 cents on Rocket Lab. SoFi down 8 cents to 20.77. They're not giving it up. GameStop up 372 to 189. Matterport 1896 up 59. ME 917 up 26 cents. SmartRent is open down 4 cents. Spire down 1 penny to 591. ATIP up 8.5. Sextera up 7 cents. AMC up 65. Robinhood up 4. Vanik up 115. Home Depot up $1.40. IBM down $1.50. Dow up 89. Microsoft up 166, Apple up 75, Tesla up 58 cents. This is where we're at right now, kids. Goldman Sachs down 189. Welcome to the early market. To all of you, welcome one and all. Let's see. What else is going on? Ask Costanza about shrinkage. Shrinkage. Yep, I'm up a cool grand on 3 SoFi 1750 December calls. Thoughts on selling now and buying more further out, or hold firm and make some more dough before December expiration? Well, I think between now and December, this is still October, I think in the next short time, we could be 22 to 24 a share on SoFi. So if you get to 23, let's call it 23.50 for simple math. You have a $6 book value contract plus premium. You'd be trading at $7.25 a contract. So you're going to be making some good cash. At that point, it's up to you. If you've got 3 of them and they're $7 each, you have $2,200. You might have just about enough money to buy 100 shares with that. Literally buy 100 shares of SoFi for that cash. And now you're writing a call option against those shares. Now, you might turn around and write $25 contracts good for 2 or 3 months. If you can bring in $250 in cash, $250 for writing one call for like 6-8 weeks, nothing wrong with that on the cost factor of these contracts. You're doing just great. So yeah, that's a thought. All kinds of potential here. Uncle Bruce, have you looked into the other space-related stocks at all? What made you choose Rocket Lab over the others, for instance? I like this Rocket Lab deal because of the amount of capital they were raising and their order book and their success rate already. That all added up for me. The PIPE financing deal attracted me because these guys are cash rich now, and they can do a lot of additional deals. And so I think they're going to get larger. They might buy other competition out. They might buy other divisions, but I think they're going to get busier. I believe that when Rocket Lab puts in a tender to be hired as a satellite launcher, either the company that they're quote making a quote to, or the government agency that they're trying to make a deal with, they take a look at their finances and go, wow, these guys are cash rich. Solid company. They're going to have no trouble launching our satellites into space. They're not going to run out of money between now and launch date. And I think that's one of the strengths of Rocket Lab. And I think it's underappreciated by the market. The market doesn't get it, I think. Insiders of the company know. Friends of the company know. A lot of you know. But the outside world doesn't fully appreciate how financially solid Rocket Lab actually is, where some of their competition, they don't have this kind of capital to back them up. And there might be someday issues with delays in launching rockets because company whatever doesn't have enough cash on hand, or they need to raise additional capital to build out rockets, expand facilities. Rocket Lab has the cash, they have the ability, and they can easily deliver on their contracts. So yeah, I like, that's one of the reasons, and probably the main reason I like it. Robert Fleet, the isn't high for those calls. You only lose about a premium per day, penny. Let it ride. You should go higher. Robert, that's what I needed to hear. I waited out, but to share so I can start writing more contracts. You the man, Uncle B. Thank you, Robert, and I appreciate your calls and your comments. Everybody, 2072 on SoFi down 14 cents. GameStop up 455 again to 190.57. SoFi volume 5.7 million, not as heavy as the last few days, still pretty good. GameStop 190.57. Matterport 1896 up 59. ME 919 up 28 cents on 271,000. That's all it is. No volume on ME, and we're up almost 3% on the day here. 916 last trade. Very good. Very good. Spire 591. Down a single penny. ATIP up 8 cents. Sextera now down 8 cents. It goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. That's what we got going. The Dow is now up 86 points, still about 300 points away from a new record high for the Dow. It could happen today. It could. We'll see. Let's see what's going on. SoFi 2072 down 12 cents. Dow's up 91. S&P up 15. Nasdaq up 51. Oil down 28 cents to 82.16. That's the deal. All right. Let's go. Hi, Uncle B. Beach Boy is saying the limit order of yesterday's buyback on those GameStop 185s for 150 did not catch. So I set a new one for 125 for today. Beautiful job. Let's rock and roll. Exactly. This contract is expiring in 3 days. They're 185s. The stock falters. These contracts will back off. It's right now 188.83. It was 190.91. You know how this thing goes. Any kind of a falter, these contracts will collapse under their own weight because they die this Friday. And yes, there could be all kinds of options. Carnage between now and Friday. Most interesting. I'm showing your 185s right now. Let me see here. 185s, 915 to 995. Last bid ask, because the stock's at 188. So they're in the money like $3, 380. But last trade was 10. They're now 915 bid. Funny how these can collapse so quickly. The 175s, I think you had 175s as well. They're 1550 to 1835. Last is 1746, but now 1550 bid. The shares will fluctuate, and if they do back off today to 182, just for a moment, 180, for a moment, those 85s are out of the money by 350. They will not be anywhere near $9 a piece, not even close. They will likely be approaching the $5-6 mark, if at that, because again, this is Tuesday and Friday is expiry. So even though they're trading at roughly 9 something a share, let's call them 950, they're only worth $4 at 189 a share. So there is $5.50 of premium that will be eliminated between now and Friday afternoon, plus of course the fluctuation of the price of the stock. So yeah, there you go. Put in those bids and just say, okay, here, I'll put in a bid for this price. I get it. I don't. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Good plan. Matterport 1887, 1882, ME 912, SoFi 2062, Rocket Lab 1232 down 8 cents, and Spire down 8 cents to 584. Manipulated? Maybe. That might well be part of it. 118,000 traded on Spire. There is no bad news on the company. There is no bad news on Spire whatsoever. So, hey, let's go, Brandon, they say. Okay. Anyway, there you have it. We're back to 188.72 on GameStop, up 270. We were up $5 a share. We backed off a little bit here. Alrighty, the Dow up now 75, backing off a bit. Dow up, S&P up 13 and Nasdaq up 40 points. There you have it. Oil down 8 cents to 82.36. Okay. Wonder how much more Spire will be pushed around. Yeah, I wonder too. I'm They can't go negative. You can't go negative money. I think there's $3 or $4 cash in the bank per share. Cash. I think that's how much is sitting there. The entire market capitalization of Spire is showing $857 million. I think they have $400 million in cash. I think they do. That's kind of a manipulated stock. When you think, 12.33 on Rocket Lab, down 7, 20.60, 20.54 on SoFi, down 31 cents. GameStop now 188.45, up 2.43 at the moment. Buy and hold SoFi, says Moonamoo. There you go. Yep, grab your SoFi, hang on for the ride. 20.56 right now, down 29 cents on SoFi. Mikey, PVX. I've sold November 2250 covered calls on both MTR and SoFi, even if I get my shares called away. That would be somewhere between 25 and 50% gain on the shares. I believe that's called making money. It is. It is called making money, and you have the right to do that anytime you want, any way you want. If those contracts die worthless, if the shares do not break that level between now and that point in time in November, you keep all premium. It's all yours. And is there anything wrong with it? No, there's nothing wrong with any of those strategies whatsoever. Will you be a millionaire? No. But will you be poorer? No, you'll be richer. I say way to go. There you have it. November 2250s. Looking at the SoFi contracts right now, I'm showing November. I'm not sure which Novembers you've written, but November 5s are showing 22 to 24 cents. The November 19s are showing 111 to 114. November 26th of November's are showing something around 136, 145. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. And November 12s, I skipped over those, 44 to 50 cents. So yeah, there's money in them there hills on SoFi, on Matterport. Maybe not so much, but your call if you want to play it. I would not yet be hurrying into writing options, but I wouldn't dissuade you from looking to write options on SoFi. I would rather they got into that 2150, 2175 range and then look at 2250s. Perhaps you could score a $2 premium for end of November, middle of November kind of timing. That would be pretty cool. That'd be a nice return on your investment. But you know what? Let's see what happens. YBM's going the wrong way again. Oh, I'm a green bagel now, says Mikey. T-shirts, the November 19s. November 19s are the ones you got. Okay, gotcha. November 19s. There we go. Here we are. Okay, they're 111 to 114. Right on. There you go. Even if you buy them back at a quarter, you buy them back at 24 cents, 25 cents, you're making some nice money here. And then, of course, you're writing new ones again further out. Bring in, if you can bring in $1 a month right now on your SoFi, or $1.10 or $1.20 per month. Is there something wrong with that? I don't think so. If you have 1,000 shares out there, it's $1,100 a month coming in on SoFi. That stock's now paying you to hold it. I like the idea. Stock wants to go higher, do a rollover. You'll buy back the 2250s. You'll write 25s. Good for December. You'll get even more money. Absolutely. This is good stuff. Yeah. Way to go, you guys. Way to go. SoFi 2052, 2048, down 37 cents. GameStop 188.11, up 209. Matterport 1889, up 52. ME 910, up 19. We're getting a bit of a pullback on some of these shares now. This is typical, of course. Every day we have stocks fluctuate in price, up and down, up and down. The Dow is up 96 right now. Rocket Lab only down 3 cents to 1237. So we'll see how this market wants to react. SoFi's had a good week, and you know what I love about SoFi is we're having a down day and we're at 2051. I kind of like that. We're having a down day and we're at 2052. Oh gosh. Hopefully we'll have an update later today and we're at 22. That'd be fine by me. And a down day tomorrow and we're at 2120. Oh gosh, we're 2120 and we're down. Oh no. I like this game. I like this game, folks. Dow's up 103 now. S&P's up 18, NASDAQ up 48. Okay, 2054 on SoFi, down 31. Looks like it's bouncing up just a little wee bit. GameStop 188.15 right now. Okay. Oh boy. Let's see. Speaking of Spire, Spire launches Maritime 2.0, a milestone data services update supported by GraphQL. Well, that's a good reason to sell Spire, isn't it? They're not doing anything right. Space-based data addresses port congestion, saves fuel for maritime vessels, and streamlines today strained global supply chains. Yeah, these guys at Spire, they're pretty smart, and they're going to be around forever. And they're going to be a very boring, very profitable company. Sooner or later, the stock will reflect that. At the moment, it's $5.86 a share. It's on super discount right now. Auntie, I sell in my store. I sold over 100 T-shirts in 3 days. Mike, okay, I looked up the Brandon thing, and it's pretty funny. Cheddar, Bruce, I leave for 5 minutes to talk to my boss. I come back, and SoFi is down. You couldn't hold it for 5 minutes? I mean, come on, man. They go up and down, Wow, good for you, Area. Very smart. SoFi, 2050 down 35 cents. Rocket Lab down 2. GameStop is now at 186.26, up 24 cents. That's all it is right now. GameStop has given up about $4 or $5 in gains. Matterport 18.96 up 58 cents. ME 911 up 20 cents. That's where we're at right now on these shares. Watching the Dow up 110, S&P up 18, and Nasdaq up 54 right now. So we got going on with this marketplace. Those 185 calls that our viewer was trying to buy back, they were like $9-10. They're now $7.10. GameStop has backed off here to 186.82, and they're 7.10 bids, so they're quickly backing off. That's how this market works. That's how options work, kids. They back off when the market's back down, and of course, contracts that expire in 48 hours. 72 hours, they really drop quickly. They drop very quickly. Rocket Lab up a nickel now to 12.45. SoFi down 37 cents to 20.48. This is a down day. I can handle this. GameStop up 71 now to 186.73. Matterport 18.97 up 60. ME 910 up 19 cents. Smart Rent down 17 cents. Spire down a nickel to 5.87. ATIP up 8 cents, 3.65, and Sextera down 9 cents right now. What can I say? Let's see. I'm busy bottom feeding on Spire. Oops, bought some more, laughing out loud. Picking off some cheap stock, and that's what you do on down days. You pick up the cheap stuff. Say, thank you, may I have another? SoFi 2039 down 46 cents. And GameStop 186.54 up 52 cents at the moment. That's what we got right now, kids. Okay. Keep an eye on these markets. There we go. And there you have it. Thank you all for being here. We've got, so far today, 343 thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you very much for throwing thumbs ups our way. Appreciate it. Cheers to all of you around the world. The Diet Coke drinker here is saying hi, everybody. Hope you're having a good morning. Hope you're getting richer today. Hopefully we'll have stocks just go straight up today. Wouldn't that be lovely? One movement and $1 at a time. 127, 129.99 is the gain on the Dow, almost 130 points. 21 on S&P and 61 on Nasdaq. The markets are improving and getting stronger. 351 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you, everybody. And the S&P mounts bid to reclaim the 4,500 level. Well, it's at 4,507. It's looking pretty good. The Dow, 35,388. We're coming into, it was closing in on the record high of 35,631. So 250 points away from a record high on the Dow. We're at 130 points gained right now. So that Dow is looking very, very promising at the moment. Okie doke. Let's see. About to start writing options every day. Just made $120 in 20 minutes on my GameStop. Could have doubled that by writing too, but I didn't. Well, you learn. You just put your toe in there and just a little at a time. Just learn how it's done. Andy, dang, I wish I could have waited to buy my SoFi call. Apple is flying too, apparently, Bruce. Apple looking good. It is $1.68 higher to 148.23. Apple definitely improving. Microsoft up $1.30. It's improving. Google up $13. Even Cisco's up 26 cents. Amazon is down $8 though. Facebook is up 269. So yeah, we have some fangs moving up again today. We're up 4 cents on Rocket Lab, 12.44. SoFi 20.36 down 50. GameStop up now $1.34, 187.36, climbing a little bit. Matterport up 62 cents to 19 bucks. ME though at 906 up 15 cents. Spire down 4 to 588. Brucey, a quick question. Did you hear about Peter Pettigrew's preponderance of his predilection for purposefully pioneering pickled pianos and pondering his plentiful platitudes for pilots? Have you heard that question? Apparently not. I love Mr. T. Michael, my plan with SoFi covered calls is to write them with enough premium to buy 200 to 300 shares every time I write them, since I have enough shares. Now, there's a strategy. Just keep picking them up. Sean and Wendy got it amazing. Good morning, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. We were struggling too. I remember ME and Sean sent you funds during those hard days, but you are better now, and so are we. Glad you didn't quit. Thank you both. Thank you, Sean and Wendy. You guys are great. Appreciate those kind words. All of you out there, thank you for your support. Mr. T, great. Just checking whether you got the meandering memorandum. It landed. It did. What could I say? GameStop up 88 cents to 186.90. 2027 on SoFi up 58 cents. Matterport 18.97. ME 907. Spire 588. ATIP up 7 cents. 6 down 11. YBM is only down 59 cents, coming back 142 gain on the Dow now, and Apple up 175, Microsoft up 160, looking good on the those big FANG stocks. They're moving up the markets. Earnings are expected, and they are expected to be good, so the market could be pushing higher in anticipation of this. Baked Baking is saying here, Sally sells seashells by the seashore. There you go. BFITS 1993 is the next support level on SoFi, I believe. Wouldn't it be fun to see it under 20, but a red day is healthy. Devil King, damn, SoFi didn't, don't do this to me. Don't be doing this to me. 2035 on SoFi, 2039 now on SoFi. Yeah, well, get ready for runs. Jen, how are you?
I see you're wearing your green shirt.
I am. We hit.
Do we have a green day?
We do on the big markets, and SoFi did break 21 on the opening.
Oh, excellent.
It was over 21 in the pre-market. It was over 21 in the pre-market, and then opened at 2090, and then went into the 21 something. But now it's back to 2042. It was down to 2030, but now back to 20. So we're jumping around a bit, but that's healthy. It's all good. Yeah.
It's all good.
How are you doing today?
Good.
You're getting ready to go to Phoenix?
I know.
You're all excited. She can't wait. Jennifer Jr.'s flying in from Calgary. Mama's going to see her daughter. Can't wait. Yeah.
And just to see everybody else.
Yes, see some folks we haven't seen for a while in this area. So we're
need
kind of
some
looking
hugs
forward.
and squeezes.
We need some hugs and squeezes. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Exactly right. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good.
We're just having a fun time here. Just watching the markets up 135 on the Dow. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's all good. Apple going higher. That's good too. So hoping for more.
City of Calgary. It's been around for about 170 years. Finally has its first female mayor.
Really? Oh, they had their election last night.
That's right.
This is our first female mayor in Calgary. Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's only 2021. It's pretty early.
It hasn't been 170 years. 1885 is when the city was incorporated.
Was it?
The town. But okay, so 1985 and another 140 years. We've got a female mayor. We just said goodbye to our a mayor who was a Muslim. We had a Muslim mayor for the last 10 years. He was running. He was
10,
going.
12,
He was
yeah.
going for re-election without opposition. I mean,
Yeah.
no one could beat our mayor.
As he said, the
Uh,
city of Calgary has only experienced 4 citywide emergencies, and he was lucky enough to be there for all 4 of them, starting
Yeah.
with the flood.
the major flood that we had years ago. Yeah, he really stepped it up, and much beloved Mayor Nenshi,
Yes.
who now will probably now be a consultant, a political consultant.
Well,
Maybe
he
a
was
prof.
he was a political teacher at Mount
Yeah,
Royal
yeah.
before
He'll be back to teaching
put
and
his hat in
writing
the ring,
books,
so, yeah.
speaking engagements. Yeah, he's a smart guy. So now we have our first female mayor.
Yes.
That's interesting. First female mayor in Calgary.
First South Asian mayor in Edmonton, the second
Asian mayor.
biggest city. South Asian.
South Asian
Yes.
mayor in Edmonton, our city to the north. Isn't that interesting? Well, things are happening.
See,
Diversification.
doesn't matter if you don't want it, it's happening.
It's happening no matter what.
I shouldn't say it that way.
Yeah,
Diversity is wonderful.
it is.
It's
Great. It's great.
I just don't understand why people are reluctant to invite every voice to the table.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, that is cool beans.
So it's not going to be purple grape jelly today. What's it going to be on a green shirt?
Why wouldn't it be grape jelly today?
Well, because you get grape jelly when you wear your purple shirt.
Really? I don't know this.
I could give you a schmear.
Ooh, I could have a schmear.
You could have a schmear
We
on
bought-
your bagel.
Could have butter with a butter and schmear,
Or maybe just schmear.
or just schmear. That's a great idea.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah, let's do the
Okay.
let's do the schmear thing.
And your coal is good?
Good for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a great suggestion. Oh, I love this. We're going to have a bagel with schmear. How about that? Lovely. Well, how about all this? Come on, SoFi, says Bobby. I need some cash hanging in Las Vegas. Alexander Bruce, I've been watching since the GameStop sneeze. Stick to it. Love what you do. Devil King, I'm still in the green with SoFi. I wonder if I should sell and then buy once it finishes going down. Will it? Will it actually do that, or will it just, is this it for the down dip and now go to 25 and you miss it? Good morning, Auntie Jen from Nelson. Larry, good morning, Jen. Michael, no, don't sell. It's only down like 35 cents, laughing out loud. That's awesome. Coyote, good times ahead sounds like. That boy Louie, SoFi at $420.69. DQ, Bruce buys bagels baked by Bodacious Bakers. There you go. I've even heard stories about your mayor on Reddit. Sounded like a good guy from the stories I read. Yes, he was the first major city mayor in Canada who was a Muslim. And he was a junkie, a political junkie, hung around City Hall all the time, knew all the players, knew the city. He knew city politics better than the other candidates who ran for mayor when he first ran. And he was a social media pioneer. He had it going on Twitter, Facebook. He had a social media campaign. No one else had one when he ran for mayor, and he waxed the competition. The thinking was he was going to be maybe third or fourth place with like a week to go. But then he turned on the social media campaign with the last week, and the momentum grew and built. And then he won in a landslide when he won the mayorship. It wasn't even close. And then every 3 years, I think they have an election in Calgary, or every 3 or 4 years. And he re-ran for 3 elections, I think it was, winning every time. Just no one was close. But then he announced last year, I am not seeking another term. I'm going to turn the mayor's chair over to someone new. It's time for someone else to run this city. I've done my share. It's time for someone else. And we have a female mayor in Calgary. How about that? That's cool. I actually love that SoFi consolidates. I can't always go up. It's not healthy, said Daniel. Uncle Bruce, how much percentage of a portfolio would you allot to SoFi, ME, ATIP, Spire, Ruggler? I'm done with all except. I'm done on all except SoFi. These are trick questions. I can't. It's up to you. You have to decide your timing, your risk factor. I got those 585 buy orders all day. Spire, Bagel, bagel, bagel. Ferrigan, Nutella time. CJ, almost 2,000 Spire. Let's go. Michael, Junkie Mare, you're talking about DC. Time to go make my bagel. And CJ says the crack. I don't know what that means either. 2046 on SoFi. The low of the day was 2023. We hit that about 20 minutes ago, and now we're at 2045, 2046, still down 39 cents on the day on SoFi. Volume on SoFi now 9.3 million. So the stock coming in, it's being picked up, and the stock's going higher. 2049 right now. It's coming back. GameStop up 78 cents, 186.80. Matterport 1891, ME901. We're down 20 on Smart Rent. We're down 3 cents on Spire. ATIP up 6.5. Sextera down 10. IBM only down 36 cents, coming back. Dow up 131.95. Microsoft up $1.11. Apple up 169 to 148.24. So Apple is definitely improving here, as well as the markets in general. Oil is still down 17 cents to 82.27. Tesla stock price target raised to 900 from 800 at Bank of America. SoFi 2049 now is the trading range, down 37 cents or so, something like that. Okay. Ferry and Mary for Mayor Smoke Crack, right? Come on, shrinkage, says Beach Boy. Drops family. English, bought another 500 shares of Spire today. No one's seen Toronto Mayor Rob Ford. Yeah, that's right. He's dead. Michael got caught twice. Uncle Bruce, have you ever tried cookie butter on your bagel? Delicious. Have not. Swiss butter classic. Fantastic. No, I haven't. 2045, 2047 on SoFi. GameStop up 116 to 187. 18. Welcome one and all to the show. Yeah, Mayor Rob Ford did get caught smoking crack. He passed away a few years after that whole thing. His brother is the premier of the province of Alberta, of Ontario. The premier of Ontario, the most populated province in Canada, is run by Ford, the brother. Now, he's not a crackhead or anything like that. And he's been in the middle of a pandemic, to say the least. He's been having trouble, but yeah, it's Ontario has gone weird. Ontario has gone weird. Anyway, what can I tell you? Uncle Bruce, you need to try Vegemite on a bagel. Laugh out loud. I don't think so. Y'all should look at GUSH. I don't know what that is. Vash, Bruce, when people ask what they should invest, say 0.0001% of your portfolio, and you just go on from there. Brad, is there any word on Spire and a share lockup ending? I don't want to get burned like I have in the past, buying before share lockup expires. I'm not able to answer that question with any authority. I'm not able to. 588 is the price of the stock. It's down to nickel. It was 1850 in the last 3 weeks. It has now been crushed to here. I think it's too low, but that's me. That's just me. The Dow still up 104, but it's backed off a bit. SoFi 2047 holding around, down 38 cents, 2048 now. GameStop 187.07 up $1.05, and Matterport 18.95 up 58. ME up 9 cents to $9 even. CJ English, I have a small orchard, says Drops family. Congratulations, I guess. Rocket Lab up 3 cents. We're now 2049 again on SoFi, taking a shot at 2050. Went right through it. 2051 right now. 2052 coming on again. High of the day, 2108. So we have a bit of work to do to get that stock back, but it is improving from 2023 to 2053, up 30 cents from the low of the day, now down 30 cents on the day. SoFi 2054 climbing again. We've got to the halfway mark of a recovery on SoFi, so that's interesting. Very interesting. Thank you, everybody. We have 382 thumbs ups. I thank you all for 382 signs of support. If you're able to hit that thumbs up button for me, please do so. Give this show some momentum. Thank you very much. Let's see. What else is going on here? All kinds of different releases here. Thank you. Staying on top of these markets. Thank you, all of you, for joining me on this show today. I really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, becoming members. You guys are awesome. I love you guys.
Time for a schmear.
Oh, we got a schmear. We got a schmear. 398 thumbs ups just in time for a schmear. Ooh. It's like having a church choir in the background, you know. Ooh. We got us a schmear on a bagel. You'll love that. Thank you, Miss Jen. That is wonderful. I will grab one of these nappies over here, or serviettes, as they call them in the United States. Serviettes.
We call them serviettes.
Do we call? Is that what we call?
Yes.
Are they napkins in
Yes.
Oh, I see. We call them serviettes. Serviette.
Serviette is a French word.
Yeah, that's right. That is a French word. A serviette. Serviette.
It's like a little serve.
What do we call a cloth version of this?
A
Serviette.
serviette. Because
A
remember,
napkin.
the first ones were cloth.
Yeah.
Paper came after that. I suppose the first ones were actually leaves. Like, you know.
Leaves.
You know, if it was a little too small to use elsewhere, you could always use it to wipe your mouth.
Or
Or,
something else. Gonna wipe something else?
but you know, I'm saying if it was too small for something else.
Yeah. I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't use poison ivy, though, for wiping something else. Wiping anything. No.
I think even city kids learn that little poem, right? Leaves of three, let them be.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Oh. And yet you've never had poison ivy.
No, I don't think so.
You go thrashing around in the bush often?
No. I don't go thrashing around in the bush.
No.
No.
Well, now's not a good time of year to start.
Not a good time.
No.
Three. What's that again? Three leaves of
Leaves of three, let them be.
Leaves of three, let them be.
Little
I learned the old, not from experience, but I learned a safety tip: don't lick your finger and put it in the socket.
There you go.
Well, these make sense to me. You know.
Yeah, the broker you have, the broker you get. We always like that one.
The other one is don't try to fix your hair. Look at this here. I can't make that.
Oh, here.
I can't.
Okay. Well, it's coming.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh no!
There we go. There you go. There. At least it wasn't like right on the top of your head where you'd have, you know, like
Yeah, the aerial sticking up.
a very sad mohawk.
It reminds me of that joke of the guy going into the tailor for their suit. You know, wearing that suit. Oh, that's a good looking suit that guy has. Can't go there. Can't say that. You can't use that joke anymore.
No.
Politically correct times forbid one from saying jokes like that anymore.
I can feel the vibration of you talking in the top of your head.
Well, that's good. That means I'm alive and it's working. Hello.
Let me try down here.
Oh yeah, well I'm sure it's
Okay, it's a
working
lot more
there.
there,
I mean,
but-
yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
I can hear it up here.
SOFI 2059. It's coming back up again. Still
There you
down
go.
27 cents, but it's coming back.
Well, I'm going to hit the lanai and enjoy my tea.
The lanai. We're going to the lanai. Very lovely. Thank you, Jen, so much for this. These are great. Oh yeah. Dow's up 119. SOFI 2059. Go SOFI. Spire still down 6 cents. Oh, this bagel with the schmear, pretty good. 2060 SOFI 2060. 62. Oh yeah. Go SOFI go. Fantastic. Mm, mm, mm. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Come on, shrinkage. That's where we left off. I think we left off here too. And we left off here. Doug Ford is incompetent. There you go. Uncle Bruce, Eric wants to know, do you have any advice on how to roll calls for deep in the money and far out? I got 3 SOFI calls in my IRA for $10 strike for December 2023. That's down the road. Now I feel silly having so much time with them, and I feel I can move money around better. That's a commenting on that. Any advice? Making money is never stupid. It's always a smart thing to do, and to sit on these calls is not a bad idea. In the last week, these calls have really gone up for you. We're 2066 right now. If in the next month the stock goes to 24.25, you got $14, $15 book value contracts plus premium. You can always sell them at that point and just buy the stock if you want, and then just write options on the stock. You could always consider that as an idea. On the other hand, if the shares are between 20 to 24 now for months, and then they move to 28 to 30, you'll get even richer doing nothing. This isn't silly at all. This is a good strategy to have. You're in a power position. Looking for the butter. I got a hot knife and I know how to use it. Anti-flashing that whole arm today. Move money around better. I need to walk across the street to Dunks and get breakfast now. Too hungry for that bagel. Pushed me over the edge. Silly French Canada. Serviettes in Spanish. Servietas in Spanish. Les habitants. Soviet Union. So former Soviet Union. I always forget. They're freaking napkins. Fancy Canadian talk. Leaves of 4. Eat some more. Not me. You go through triathlon around in the bush often. Krishna Day. Thanks, Jen. Politically correct soups with Uncle Bruce. I wrote and bought back a GameStop contract on today's pop and dip for a quick $160. I'm going to take that. Thank you. Nicely done. 187.04 up 101 on GameStop right here. Auntie Jen is being touchy-feely today. Can we have a day where Jen just had her hand on your head all through the whole stream? Could we just do that? Oh, wow. BSKY taking off. Emmy is up, laughing out loud. Eric, thank you. Just curious if you would sell and move or just hold the hell out of it. Hold, says Mike. What's the best place in New Orleans to buy some Yoko albums? Identifying poisonous snakes is red touches black, friend of Jack. Red touches yellow, kill a fellow. But I'm uncertain about the blue ones. There you go. 2061, 2063 on SoFi. Okay. I just know you don't spit on Superman's cape. Or you don't step on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. And you don't mess around with Jim. Mm-hmm. You would rattle, do some battle. Oh my. Matterport moving up. 1927 up 90. Matterport's moving. Just stay away from all stakes. Good idea. Matterport, high of the day, 1927. Good stuff. Mm. 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 Jordan loves snakes. There you go. Oh boy. Matterport up again. 1926 up 89. All right up there. Uncle Bruce, when you come into Houston, we have beautiful beaches. Louisiana Music Factory on Frenchman. They have good local musicians playing outside too. There's a whole bunch of places to buy music in New Orleans. Oh yes. A whole bunch of places you can go. SoFi 2060 down a quarter right now. So GameStop up 14 cents to 186.16. Little dip on GameStop right now. 1925 on Matterport, 893 on ME, 590 on Spire, down 2 cents, a little better. ATIP up 6, Xterra down 5. IBM down 57 cents. The Dow up 102. Apple up 183 to 148.37. Getting stronger on the Apple shares. Still going higher on the day. Island Girl says, just heard your opening speech, Uncle Bruce. As a fellow Canadian, I totally get being sick of winter here in the north. Thanks to our southern neighbors for welcoming the snowbirds. I'll be there next year. Right on. Yeah, there's nothing better than going to a country like America and being welcomed with open arms by the locals when you're down here in California or Arizona or Florida or Texas. It's fantastic. It's just great. Americans are just fantastic. We love having Americans come to Canada. We really enjoy it when they come and visit us. And then we compare notes. You know, what's it like where you live? Oh, man. Oh, well. Yeah, we do enjoy it. We do need to get away from winter. The older we get, the more we want to get away from it. It's just too much. It's too much, man. GameStop down 94 cents, 185.08. We have a little dip happening on GameStop now. All of a sudden, options are going to drop in value here on GameStop. Let's just see. What are these October 185s going for now? They're now 585 bid. They were 910 bid when I first looked at them. Then they were 7 bid. Now they're 585 bid and falling further because they die in 2 days. These contracts expire on Friday. This is Tuesday. Well, they die in 3 days. 185.33 down 69 cents. The stock is now, the contract's only 33 cents in the money. And so it is holding a 585 bid. That means a 550 premium is still on here that has to disappear. So this contract will keep dropping. Indeed, it will. Down it goes. We shall see. Friday is unrelenting. The clock is unrelenting, as it will keep coming in. These contracts will meet their day of reckoning, obviously. 2059 on SOFI. The volume now on SOFI, 10.7 million shares. Very good there. Matterport, 1924, up 88 cents. Volume on Matterport, 623,000. And ME at 893. It's only up 2 cents on 554,000. It's given up a lot of gain. Got up to 931. Now it's at 983. So it's come back a ways. Will it stop here and go the other direction? I don't know. ME, when will it take off to 12, 14? Smart Rent down 19. Spire down a nickel. ATIP up 6 cents. Xterra down 5. AMC is down 53 now. It was a gainer this morning. AMC got up to 44.44. It's now 42.50, almost a $2 backing up of price here, back off. On 20 million, that's not enough volume. The 20 million is not enough to hold that price. AMC to hold the 40s and get to the 45 range, it's going to have to do 80 to 100 million. And at 20 million done now, it's not enough volume. So it's under pressure. Robinhood up a quarter, Vanek up 48, Home Depot up 72, IBM down 41. The Dow up 135, Microsoft up 89, Apple up $1.80 to 148.38. Apple definitely improving the last week or so. It has definitely been coming on here. GameStop down 8 cents to 185.94. That's where we're at, 185.94 on GameStop, and those contracts are $5.95 to $6.50 on the 185s. And Beach Boy's trying to get him back at 125. He's got a stink bid in there, just saying, come and hit me. I'll pay you 125 for him, because right now they're not worth that much. But the stock is jumping around here, 186.17. It's 117 in the money for the contract, but it's only up 15 cents on the day here. Interesting. Matterport 1929 up 92. That is near the high of the day for Matterport on 661,000. 1933 on Matterport. That's the high of the day here. ME at 897, up 6 cents. Right here, right now. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for your kind words and following these markets with us. We're watching. It's interesting to talk to so many of you out there who are now into option writing. Because you figured out how you can write options, bring in income from your holdings, be paid to hold what you love to hold on to, and get compensated. And some of you are able to pull off the occasional day trade or short-term trade where you write a contract for $8 and a couple days later buy it for $2 or $3 or whatever, and you score these wonderful gains. I commend all of you who are doing this. If it's coming your way, it's being handed to you on a silver platter, you take it. It is definitely the way to go. Alrighty. Stock like GameStop has been offering people about $5 a week in premium depreciation. If you're writing a 3-4 week contract, there's $5 a week in depreciation happening here. AMC has done the same thing at $44 this morning. What a great opportunity to write call options for 46 or 48 or 50. Good for a month or two. They backed off, and they are still backing off. That was a good move this morning too. Again, you can do short-term writing, you can do long-term writing, you can do medium-term writing, whatever works. It's a way to go here. Lot of possibilities to follow here. Fantastic. Matterport 1927 up 90 cents. What an interesting day. What an interesting week this stock has had. From 18 to 20, 21, back to 19 here. All over the place. But ME back to $9 now, up 9 cents. Back to $9 a share. Spire 589 down 3 pennies. That's all it's down now. ATIP is up 5.5, and Xterra is down only 1 cent. Rocket Lab up 7 cents now to 12.46. SoFi 20.46 down 39. It jumps around as well now. Dow up 121. Barron says that Apple augmented reality glasses could show up a year from now. They could show up this time a year from now. Interesting. The Dow up 124, S&P up 21, NASDAQ up 55, oil up 2 cents at the moment. GameStop down 30 cents a share at 185. Oh, actually now down a little more, down 34 cents a share at 185.69. Down 34 cents a share, near its low of the day. Not at it, but closer to it at the moment. 185.69 on GameStop. These 185 contracts are now showing $6 bid. 6 to 680 is the bid ask. Last at 630. As this stock jumps around a bit here. Well, we'll watch for that. 185.69 down 33 cents on the day for GameStop. SoFi 2050 again, down only 35 cents. 1936 on Matterport. We're almost up $1 on 699,000 shares. Matterport now up $1 officially at 1937, the high of the day right now on Matterport. And ME 897. There you go. IBM coming back a little bit, says Michael. Just a bit. Down 37 cents. Trying. Don't know if it'll do it, but it's trying. 2055 on SoFi coming back on again. A little run back to this 2060 range. GameStop 185.68 down 34. ME 896 up a nickel. Okay. Most interesting morning today. Thank you, everybody, for being here. 417 thumbs ups today. Thank you all for that. Very much appreciate the thumbs ups today. Very, very nice of you. I appreciate it. And those of you who have become subscribers, members of the channel, thank you also so much for that. It is every day. A lot of folks renew their membership for another month. I appreciate it. It's kind of you to do so. And let's see how this market wants to react later and all day long. I'll be on again today at 3, of course, this afternoon for the final hour, in case you don't know that. We like to cover the market for the opening and the end of the day. We'll be watching that closely, of course. Uncle Bruce, I have a question, says David. I know you haven't answered yet. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, the option contract came later. The stock came first, then the option came later. And weeklies came after that. There you have it. DQ, Michael, why IBM knows I wrote 145 so this Friday. It's coming for me. It's coming to get me, man. What's happening here? Mediocre. Uncle Bruce, can you wave your magic wand and get my Spire calls to execute, please? Thank you very much. I'd appreciate that. There you go. 587 down a nickel on Spire. 1932 up 95 on Matterport. GameStop is now plus $1, 187.10. SoFi up 19 cents. No, down 19 cents to only 20.66. SoFi's coming on right now. 20.66. The GameStop shares seem to be improving a little bit. 187.05, which puts those 185 contracts for this Friday at 5.65 to 6.45. Last at 6.30. That's where they are at this moment in time. Look at this viewer to like ratio, 426 likes with 520 viewers. That's 80%. Gotta love that. DQ earnings tomorrow. I think be careful. Well, we'll see what happens. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Really appreciate this. Helps the channel get promoted by YouTube. More people discover it. They follow our stocks. They follow our favorites. This is what we want. 20.68.69 now in SoFi, improving. Apple up 212 a share to 148 now, 148.67. ME back up to 902, up 11 now. That's coming on again. Spire still at 585. Matterport 1939 up $1.02, coming on again. Rocket Lab 1248, 1247.48 up 7 cents, up 8 cents. 2069 on SoFi. We're only down 16 cents now on SoFi. 2070. I just saw the 70 price go through on SoFi. Nice. Oscar says eggs certainly came before chickens, but chicken eggs did not. You have to have one without the other. However, we actually have to pick a side based on evolution evidence. We're on Team Egg. Rudy, Uncle Bruce, holding on Microsoft 320 calls for September 2022. I bought it for about $20 in the green, and I'm up 17% for being in the red for a couple of weeks now. Coming on, buddy. Nice. Rudy, should I sell the call or keep it? I'd keep it because earnings are coming, and I think they're going to be very good. Got to go with the chicken, says Anti-PC. I got to go with the chicken. I mean, if I had to go with somebody, I'm going to go with the chicken. There you are. 1939 on Matterport, up $1.02. GameStop up 32 cents. SoFi 2068. 2069 now, down 16 cents. SoFi coming back on. Very good. GameStop down 37 cents to 185.65. Sure is funny how it jumps back and forth. Plus, minus. The 185 contract now is 565 bid. Yep, the last trade is 630. Interesting stuff. 2071 and now 72 on SoFi, down only 13 cents. 74. 2074 now down 11. SoFi's coming on right now. Nicely coming on. This is good stuff. ME at 901. Spire 583 down 9 cents. SoFi 2074 on SoFi. Definitely spiking up right now. Very good. It was a rooster. I'll be closing these out today, says DQ. Dinosaurs. Oh, they were once dinosaurs. Oscar, how many slaps does it take to cook a chicken breast? How many? I don't know what that means. That's why I held off writing. I never do close to earnings. Interesting. 2072 on SoFi. 73. 2073 on SoFi. Can it go into the green again? It looks awful good. It's awful close to doing it. Definitely moving in the right direction. GameStop down 13 cents. Matterport 1936 up 99 cents. Very good day on Matterport. These Apple augmented reality glasses next year, that should be interesting. I wonder if I'll be able to wear them, I'll just be able to look at you and I'll be able to read the quotes of the stocks here and just still look at you and go, yeah, I see your Apple shares are now up 38 cents. I see GameStop down $1. I wonder if I'll be able to do that. I'm sure that'll look all natural, won't it? It'll look really good. You'll just love the way it looks. I don't know. Does the chicken have large talons? Does the chicken fall out of the sky with its talons reach, and does it pick up a salmon and then fly away with it? Because that's one hell of a chicken. Does it have like a white dome head on it? What kind of a chicken is this? I don't know. Does it answer to the name Foghorn Leghorn? 2074 on SoFi down 12 cents. I don't know what to ask about this. Yes, says nice. Rudy, Uncle Bruce, I picked up some SMH ETF vectors. 255 calls for February 18. David McPeters, thank you. For February 18, 2022, at 1690, 3 calls each up about $300. I am feeling pretty good about this move. I'm very happy to hear that. And I'm not surprised to see this. 265 up 76 cents again. These chip companies are making nothing but money. The high for the 52 weeks, 276. I think we would hit a new high not too long from now. So you're going to gain some more. And I'm very happy about that. Very pleased to see this. We're up 3 cents to 12.43 on Rocket Lab. 2072.73 on SoFi now, still down 13 cents. GameStop now up 48 cents on the plus side again. A Matterport up 94 to 1931. ME at 897 up 6. Smart Rent down 22. Spire down a dime. What part of Phoenix are you going to? Scottsdale area? I'm not going to say. I'm not going to tell you. We're not going to tell you where we're going. It's top secret. We're going to a hidden location, a safe house, as it were. We're going to hide out in a safe house. It would take 23,000 hours to cook chicken. He went further state to cook a chicken with one slap required velocity. I have no idea what this means. Just got some Spire for 583. Auntie, well done. I love science is nice. SoFi is coming back. 2078 on SoFi, down 8 cents. Spire 584, super deal. He's going to a Motel 6. Auntie said he's going to a Motel 6. Just check out. You want to find out where he is? Check out the Motel 6s. You know where he's at one of those. Spire 587 down 5 cents. GameStop up $1.20, 187.22. 2079 on SoFi down 6 cents. We're going for 2080 here. Coming back up on SoFi. We might be green at any moment. Go SoFi, go, we say. That's what Oscar says. Terrible at math, but I love science, says nice. Well, you know, the science of buying low, selling higher is the way you do this. That's how you make money in this market. Okay, 2080. Boom! Just hit 2080 on SoFi. Kaboombo. We're down a nickel. 2082 now. We're down only 3 cents. 2082. How about that? Nice, Auntie, says Michael. 2082. We're going to go green on SoFi. It looks like it wants to go green. It's coming back awful fast. From 2023 to 2082. Almost a 60-cent recovery on this stock. Hello. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Correction, huh? That didn't last long, did it? No, it didn't. SoFi volume now, 11.5 million, 11.58 mil. So this buying is still overpowering the selling. Even after a week of up moves, that's powerful. Very good. That is technically very good. You got to love this. Spire 585, technically not very good. It is being suppressed, still being held back. It's got to be picked up here. ME at 9. Matterport 1951 up 114. Matterport just took a shot. 1952 on your Matterport. It's going, and there is no news. Nothing. Up $1.15 on Matterport. Holy moly macaroni. You got to love that. GameStop up 96 cents. 2080, 2078 to 2080 on SoFi. Go SoFi. You know, at least splurge and go for a Super 8. I mean, move up a couple of notch. Thank you, Mike. Laugh. Anti-PC loves that. Super 8 instead of Super 6s. How about that? SoFi 2079 down 6 cents. GameStop 187.04 up 102. Matterport 1953 up 116. ME 903 up 12 cents. And Spire down 7 to 585. That was up 151, climbing. High of the day. S&P up 25. NASDAQ up 81. Oil up 14 cents. What can I say? With a Tesla, Motel 9 at the very least. With a Tesla, yeah, Matterport is about 4 days too late. Laugh now loud. Rudy, I think I'm going to lose about 1,200 or so on ATIP 750 calls and 12 dollar calls February 2022. I bought several months ago. Short of mentality, prepared to write those up. Hoping gains on SoFi and Spire make up for it, says Rudy. Rudy's thrown in the towel. Oscar, GameStop is green. Yeah, up a nickel. And SoFi 2081, only down 4 cents. We're coming on here. Dave McPeters. No better way to start the day than a cup of coffee and watching the show. Thanks, Uncle B. No better way. Thank you for hanging out and joining this channel. It's great. 186.07 up a nickel on GameStop. We're down a nickel on SoFi. Actually, down about 4 cents. Matterport 1952 up 115. ME 902. Wow. Don't do it, Rudy. Don't do it. Don't give up on ATIP. Don't do it now. It's at its low. That's what I say too. No, it's too late. Oh, no. Too late. ME 902. Matterport 1954 up 117. This is 2 cents away from the high of the day on 831,000 shares. GameStop up 37 cents. SoFi 2081 down 4, looking for a shot. We're up 160 on the Dow. We're going higher there. Rudy, I'm not selling those calls, just that I don't expect those calls to turn around. Yeah, don't sell them. That is not what I was saying. Yeah, don't be selling those calls. 1953 on Matterport. We're up 18 cents on GameStop. 2080, 2081 on SoFi. What's going to happen? ATIP has been a bit of a dud. Don't waste $1,200 on ATIP. well, you're in it. Stick around. You might as well enjoy this. And 363 up 6 cents. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Oh, man. IBM down 38. The Dow up 148 right now. Microsoft up 164. Apple up 235. Looking good. How are things over here at Royal Caribbean? Down 142, 84.46. Goldman down only 78 cents. Not giving up the ground here. Goldman is not backing off. This is good stuff. SoFi 2078 now. GameStop up 18 cents. And Matterport $19.50. How about them apples? Should have bought up put, says NTBC. W. Ultra. Is there a formula for navigating the bid-ask spread when rolling a covered call for a net credit? Well, I always say that if you're going to buy something, you buy it just above the bid price. If you're going to sell something, you offer it just below the offer price. That's my suggestion, and stay away from nice round numbers. Uncle Bruce, your suggestion for buying RCL puts? I was recommending this when it was 94, 95. I've been recommending buying puts now since it was in the high 70s all the way up here, and I still recommend buying puts. But go out into next year. Give yourself the time you deserve to get this depreciation that's coming in. Like a scene from the Good Son movie. I held on to SoFi and let my ATIP ME shares drop to their death. Doubled down on SoFi a couple of weeks ago. I'm feeling good. There you go. SoFi 2076 again. ME up 68 cents. Matterport up $1.14. ME up 9. Spire up down 7 to 585, and ATIP up 6 cents. That's what we have. We're down a penny on Rocket Lab, 1239, down 1 penny at the moment. That was up 148. Or wasted on SoFi instead, says Auntie. Rudy says, I don't know why, but I am not comfortable betting on stocks going down. Even those cruise companies that Uncle Bruce talks about, more comfortable buying calls, writing covered calls, writing puts. That's how I like to do it. It's all good. It's whatever works for you is fine with me. It's all good. It's all good. No problem. We're up 68 cents on GameStop, down a dime on SoFi, up 114 on Matterport, up 9 on ME. Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? Matterport coming along. It will be good numbers. It should be good numbers, says Delahood. Well, we sure hope so. I sure like the way Matterport is ranking today versus yesterday. Nice to see it moving up like it is. Fidelity lets me put in the net credit I'll accept. I get an NTPC. Writing puts doesn't seem natural. There you go. We're up 73 cents on GameStop, down 11 on SoFi, up 11 on ME. So we're just kind of hanging around. Unless they're cash secured, says M. Gregory. Wow, Spire taking a pounding, says Drops. Spire right now down 27 cents, down 22 cents. It is taking a pounding. What's going on Spire? It's now 565 low, 570 last trade on Spire, 371,000 volume. Who is doing this and why? Why would anyone hit this bid like this? Here it is, 574 on my big ass iPad. Right now, 574 on Spire. Down 19 cents. Spire volume now 373,000. We have nothing going on here. The last news we had was 4 days ago. They made another positive announcement about their business. 574 last trade, down 18 cents on Spire. Kind of weird. Going down all my eggs in one basket. SoFi, not even 1 million shares on Matterport. Imagine 10 million on Matterport. 1953 up 116. SoFi 2070. GameStop up 50 cents. Spire coming back now, 578, down 14 cents. But still under pressure. 383,000 shares traded. Somebody hit that bid hard. I don't know why. I do not know why. It makes no sense to me. This Spire should not be down here, but it is. And bargain. That's all I can say. Rudy, right. It's the natural, instinctive thing to do to root for a stock to go up. It's hard getting out of that put too. I have made some good money on puts though. Almost 1,000 on my last one. Just got one called to 574, 575 on Spire now. Strange markets. Matterport 1950, 53. GameStop up 98 cents. SoFi down a dime. Spire had 2 announcements today and yesterday. I'm getting ready to head out shopping. Have a good one, you guys. You crazy kids, says Larry. You take care, Larry. AB, hey, Bruce, is there a big call put chart for November? They're keeping it down through November, just like October. I don't know yet. Haven't looked into that. Uncle Bruce, I wasn't active on the stock market until 7 months ago. I love your idea of writing covered calls on GameStop. I can't afford to buy 500 shares of GameStop today. Any other stocks I could use for income? AMC would be another one. You can buy AMC and write calls on those. Just got to tolerate the volatility. Spire Global announces new weather customer, Southern Launch, and Spire Global launches Maritime 2.0, a milestone data services update supported by GraphQL. Yeah, they're doing good stuff. Very good. Thumbs ups. 578 on Spire, down 14 now. Slowly coming back. SoFi down 13 cents to 20.72. GameStop down up $1, 187.08. Matterport up $1.16 to 19.53. ME up 14 to 9.05. That's what we got going on right now in this market. Gain of 6.5 on ATIP and down 5 cents on Sextera. IBM only down 21 cents. The Dow's up 171. Apple up 219. Yeah, baby, this is what's happening out there. Cisco's up 57 cents. Goldman down 13 cents. Royal Caribbean down $1.39 to 84.49. It is going lower, it looks to me at the moment. 576 and 577 on Spire. We bounced back 12 cents from a sudden drop-off. Now we're at 580 on Spire. 15-cent recovery from a drop 10 minutes ago here for no reason, no explanation. 580 on Spire now. SoFi still 20.70, down 15. GameStop 186.85, up 83 cents. Okay. IBM acquires leading Adobe Workfront consultancy. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know what that means. Whatever it is, it is. 580 on Spire, down 12. Boy. Uncle Bruce, how do you feel about writing Spire $5 puts for December, 50-cent premium? I mean, there's not a lot of money in this thing, but I'm not crazy about it, to be honest. Yeah, you might want to, I don't know about that. I'm like, it means nee for Bruce. 578 last trade. Okay, GameStop up 122, just popped up. We're up 114 on Matterport, 19.51 a share. ME 910 up 19 cents. We're popping over here too. Dow's up 160. Okay. Yeah, don't know what to make of this market sometimes. It's possible that someone at Spire, shareholder somewhere, a gambler, got blown out of their Spire. It might have happened. I don't know. But they got as low as 565. We're now back to 574 on it. So I don't know. How long could Spire be crushed? The core of the company ain't selling. I know. None of the pipe financiers are going to sell 574. They're not selling here. If anything, they're going to buy more. So I don't know what's going on. What did that dude say when others are afraid, laughing out loud? What did that dude say? Anyway. Yeah, 167 gain on the Dow now, 575 on Spire, still down 17 cents. GameStop up 128. SoFi 20.69, down 16 cents. Rocket Lab is up 6 cents now to 12.46, a little better. 1954 on Matterport. The high of the day on Matterport, 1959. We're right at that level here at the top end. 913,000 volume on Matterport. Looks good. ME up 21 cents to 912. 914 now on ME, up 23 cents. Okay. 580 on Spire. What was the catalyst that carried Spire to 19? There were all kinds of them, all kinds of announcements, plus the takeover of the Canadian company, which is still happening and is in the works. It will probably close next month, I guess. I was suspecting and surmising that with that takeover, that Spire might have been, might have been introduced to 5,000 investors that had never heard of the company before, being the buyer. They're the one with the cash. Combining these two companies, Exact Earth and Spire, is a good thing. I think by the time the deal is a done deal, it will be a very good thing. I'm shocked the stock's 575, 580. I'm just absolutely shocked. Rudy put Iron Net Inc. Expiry. I don't know what this means. Swiss. You will lose your stock, says Swiss Butter to Larkin. If you ever write calls, do it for short term, out of the money. If it's trading 5, sell for 750, maybe 10. There's no upside to writing calls. Warren Buffett once said that it is wise for investors to be fearful while others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Bama, be greedy when others are fearful. Kareem saying was a pump and dump. I sure hope not. Let's see. Launch from satellites, balloons launched from Antarctica. Larkin, Swiss, but I was saying sell puts, not calls. Michael, also inspired. The share redemption shrunk the float, and people went in the options pretty heavily. Says Kareem. 2070 now on SoFi again. GameStop up $1.50. Matterport 1942 up 105. ME at 914 up 23. Spire 580 now down 12 cents. Is right, says ATPC. Is right. Okay, there you go. This is where we're at right now. Up 167 on the Dow, 26 on S&P, almost 27, and 86-point gain on NASDAQ. Oil up 48 cents a barrel. That's where we're at right now, guys. That is what we're dealing with here in this market. Yeah. Thank you to David McPeters. Dave, thank you. From California. Thanks, buddy, for that donation on PayPal. I appreciate that. Awful nice of you to do that. Thank you. Okay, and staying on top of these trends and activities. Okay. Boy, we got 473 thumbs up, so I think we're going to hit 500 thumbs ups on this show this morning. This is fabulous. Thank you, everybody, for throwing a thumbs up our way. Sure is helping the channel get a little more discovered here. SoFi 2071 down 14. GameStop up 64 cents. Matterport 1950 again. ME up 25 cents to 916. It's getting stronger. It just is. 577 on Spire down 15 cents. 488 thumbs ups. 12 away from 500. You gotta love that. Thank you all for helping out this channel. 491 on the thumbs ups. We're 9 away from 500 thumbs ups. That is so cool. Now 7 to go. 495, 5 away, 5 to go for 500 thumbs ups on this show today. Thank you so much for getting me over this hump here of 500. There's 499 right now. 499. Oh man, this is so cool. Waiting for the last ones to come through. Here they come. I'm sure they come at 501. There it is. 2 more just came in. Thank you, everybody. 501 thumbs ups. Very generous of you. Gracious. Thank you all so much, so much, so much. Okay. I just grabbed me some at 577 though. Hell yeah. Happy Pappy. Remember when Spire was a bargain on October 1 at 9? I said the best thing I've learned is when you hear bargain, don't panic, buy, be patient and wait. Just keep on buying. I need food. See you later, Bruce, and never apologize. John, I got some Spire 565 earlier. Laugh a lot. I'm making money already on my Prog put too. Hey, Uncle Bruce. Recently, my orders to buy calls weren't getting filled, but the price was trading just below the price I want to get in. Could that be because of low volume and wide bid-ask spreads? Yeah, I don't. That could be, my friend. That might be the problem. Let's go. Dana saw 562 on my end. I was stunned into inaction. Oh, wow, that's great, John. Pre-market drops 505. 505 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. 578 now on Spire. That's where we're at right now. We're at 917 on ME, up 29 cents. 920 up 29. Matterport up $1.09 to 1946. GameStop up $1.40. SoFi 2069 down 16 cents. This is what we got here. The Dow's up 179. S&P up 28. Nasdaq up 88. The oil up 40 cents a barrel. Rocket Lab unchanged here at 12.40 right now. That is the dealio, up $1.40 on GameStop. Ooh, boy. Ooh, man. 516. We have 516 thumbs up. That is awesome. 516 thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you so much for coming through for me. I really appreciate it. This is tremendous. We have 504 people watching. 516 thumbs ups. That's always pretty good. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Obviously, people come and go all the time. Love you for that, everybody. Thank you so much for being part of the show and helping out the thumbs up thing. It's great. 579 on Spire Global, down 13 cents. Is there a run coming here? What's gonna happen? 579 and 919 on ME, 1946 on Matterport. We're up 153 on GameStop, down 23 on SoFi. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I am not sure if this has been discussed today. I just joined in. Suppose Matterport has a run-up before the earnings. I think early November. Would you sell roll-up calls, hold them even longer? People have been trying to tell me or guess with me this whole thing. They've been saying, Bruce, the last, couple of reports, the last, say, 2 quarters, companies make a release of their financials and their stocks go down. Is this going to happen again? And patterns only happen until patterns stop happening. I do not know. Goldman Sachs released their earnings a couple days ago. Stocks up. Bank of America, I think shares are up. Wells Fargo, I think they're up too. So this has not been the trend this time around. Is it possible that we're going to get this report here from Matterport and that the shares will go to $24 a share? I can tell you this. I'll guarantee you this. Whatever Matterport issues as an earnings report, whatever it is, it's going to show positive momentum. Yes. It's going to show the sales increasing. It's going to show margins. And it's going to show all kinds of good stuff. They're going to talk about how many new clients they have, how many new subscribers they have, how many new product lines are now generating revenue. All that's good. I don't think they're going to necessarily show a profit yet, but they're going to show dramatic improvements on a lot of, in a lot of areas. It could well be that the shares will be heavily promoted and recommended by a number of stock analysts based on just how powerful the financials are going to become, because there are going to be professionals going, it is only a matter of time before this thing turns a profit. And when it turns a profit, it just keeps on going and going and going. And folks, you have a limited time frame to buy Matterport under $20 a share. There could be a day not too long from now where we're going to be in excess of 22, 25, 27. That could happen. But at the moment, we're at 1951, and I cannot tell you if we're going to $18 and then go to $22. I can't tell you that. I have no idea how this is going to run out. But the company's growing. That much I will say. 1,000 thumbs ups consistently this time next year. I'm calling it right now, says Nice. Thank you. Might be a good time to pick up some $5 calls on Spire. Might be a good time to do that. My name is Jonas. Yeah, but I mean, if it runs up before earnings, would you risk the pullback or sell or roll up? But I totally get what you're saying. You just never know things. Yeah, look, you position yourself with a situation where you're willing to live with the stock no matter what it does. and you've given yourself the time, you've given yourself the right structured investment, whether you've written a call, written a put, bought the stock, own call contract, whatever your situation is, and you just run it through. Let's see what happens. John, have a great day, everybody. See y'all later. Go SoFi. I hear you, John. Thank you. Goodbye, John. We'll see you later. SoFi, 2068 down 17 cents. GameStop up 227. Matterport up 114 to 1951. ME 924 up 33 cents. ME is rocking. It's looking great. 715,000 shares traded on ME. Smart Rent down 14. Spire down 16 to 576. ATIP up 9 cents to 366. Cyxtera down only 3 now to 932. IBM down only 20 cents. The Dow up 182. Microsoft up 99. Apple up 203. We are looking good here on these markets. Generally speaking, we're looking pretty okay. Well, I don't think we can complain here too much today. I don't think so. ME about to beat the high today. Goodbye, Ani. Well, ME, I say go, baby, go. That would be good. I'd love to see that break into the 12 range again. That'd be just super, super duper. A whole bunch of you I know are sitting on $10 call contracts. You're going to do well here. Anti-PC, stupid phone. AB, those kind of triangle sawtooth graphs we're seeing on ME is what we call volatility powder keg. What do you think? I don't know, maybe opportunity knocks is what we could be looking at here. I don't know. ME 916 up a quarter. A Matterport 1950 up 113. GameStop up 215 a share. SoFi 2068 down 17 cents. And anti-PC, she's laughing. Just laughing. All right. There you have it. I think I'm going to call this show right here. I'm going to say, folks, thank you for joining me today, hanging out with yours truly since 8:30 this morning. I'm going to be back on this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern. I invite you to join in and keep an eye on these markets with me. Let's see how the final hour goes this afternoon. Maybe we'll have a nice little run at the close. We'll keep an eye on that. Got 500 shares of ATIP at 404. Let's get that new CEO. That would be kind of nice to get that new CEO. I agree with that. Spire 576, 577. Come on, man. 921 on ME up 30. Matterport 1952 up 115. GameStop up 247. SoFi 2069 down only 16 cents. Thank you, everybody. ATIP up 9 to 366. Let's go. Thanks, everybody. John says, fair again. Laters, alligators. I'll see you at 3 o'clock this afternoon, everybody. You have a good rest of your day here, and we'll see you a little later today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you real soon. Bye for now.